Kantanka Pharmaceuticals and Research Center. Omu and a dim ababa fre number na phone penifat trim komo and as a utia now your bar now Makudanu for Fabian and also wafer fra Fabian according in fear dumia no qua untim and Fabi 0535 112813 na only a bonkoma high sense Oma Daruma say a damn and you best yes, your damn man, I have your new DG and our damn sound system. Say your bottom team and our television. I also a boy who should be what Janis or Baba High Sense. Well, now I bet Jay and Diano and the Papaya Dianum and the Akama. Now washing machines out do the anchor. Your blend, the center rice cooker sitting in ano, a be a Jan Washan and so at the Mamma High Sense, your bono, Yatate to Isla gone, and I fact Tamo, your boy Juma and Kai, when you do, you can say two do so on Kanye udu Kumasi City Mall Kumasi Dumna Fe Tafo on some Kayamo Mankasim and a takrado Boisi Kofodia Monsomoko showrooms no Monsa Ebeke 02 where 0302550000 now the high sense Dinkomo Kojak Farmer Daruma Kojak Chakos toothpaste Papa Sena one day a Kojak Chako toothpaste and American was some Diamond Penifodia your uncle Diana Fe woman say also Utiamna fe uti type papu ebina boa udienye enu e pro code eno e kojak fe ana dia bantu be hye no so ma so nya bia eno ebe boa amanuama ye kama o kan shi drag lane on kan ne dudom obenya bi kuma central market so on sa be ka be 0244 559597 na oni e abonkomo power specialist heba hospital ya ma me doctor Kosu Aduaya na Daruma hepatitis B ne de o wa dro abibidro crutch and what they say the prostate no and a problem abem also and as a fibroid kidney stone no what the power specialist na fe ya boy juma ediama jirikaji memedro bema wa mrewadro nie hebatene ba Mr. boost immune system entian wa hye no so akra wodi ani tira akra kobenya ACP road no power hospital bus stop Kumasi Freyase Bosomchu road Aduaya junction Takraden so recordo Anaji estate 0244 544 now on the power specialist company for Eddie and Komaya ni say no na fe cement vital about Mr. and on any other sorry so na fa mononin 70 me abana anope na do me say guy no cement vital about Mr. no ya memedro e mema no mutie me amone ene e ma no hiemu a eya munchira mo bobre na unya samensava heba Mr. no vital ba Mr. ne capsules no kabomu a eno eboy pa amanu amaye kama enso ultimate eyi enam yare free wona afa se boaw amanu amaye kama na mo asiatica e ma ne mema no bo so fa pens pa wadro pa ne unya bia eno ebetumi abo be so kobru 2 minutes wadro ni agai wote ase 0240616061 0240616061 na on Samens vital about Mr. Ne capsules when you be a boba bibia be kama and so timid do papa no one you no be a ba newton no salad dindia emzo mo jibia ko enu ma yi Steve o mu nyina timi tata fancy so fancy o say onye yi na wo de koye den woni bi uni boot bo be da wabo abra uni boot uni mpabo o so okobona taboro
Well, from a question of the day, I probably brought you by Amuzupi, held by Mr. Amuzupi. And no, they infection a draw and when you just say, what is a dog, as what you know, money just in Yana Makuma 24 and a day I Amuzupi, held by Mr. And it's so gone on and Unisa say, a bit was ye, and I say, be a selfless and about Swatch. We will be out John Sawo come or John Sawo. And as a Beman Suvitabi, Yana test for women who buy all your bands so good rough of Yana and came from a banning and one in Joho. A match as one of them Shama Zhao and Yajish and Kwana to make our journal. Amuzu P held by Mesha and no, and a bedu catching Amania man so I find Wama Darman and question of the day no, and some Emanano pay live on the show now. Gable sounding in another set there. I say be I let you Kwana as a bouncer ever qualify. So say Madrid our final. Atletico qualifier na Chelsea abenya Madrid derby final and as FC Barcelona so qualifier na Chelsea yababenya dia kan say El Clasico final and Chamuzu P say yemisa wo say Which Copa del Rey final would you prefer? Madrid derby or El Clasico? Which Copa del Rey final would you prefer? Madrid derby or El Clasico? Capo pedia.
Oh, El Clasico. Was a super clash. El Clasico no.
As I feel Kofoya no more El Clasico Madrid for
Sabe Pepe. El Clasico na. Why? Emfa baby. Clasico na. Yeah, Clasico.
Barca qualify.
Ani. Qualification e Barca edge. The Clasico ni there. Go for nyina yi.
Oh, okay.
What the cage na yi? And yes sir.
Now omo mutie no omo so pedie he. Fa me from kakra na for yem come na quick.
Nana ya asante for bi so pe Clasico. Eno do dey about Porcivanyo as a Madrid derby cause Atletico will definitely beat Barcelona. Okay, eno ya do dey about Oscar also precious. Say El Clasico will surely happen. And do dey about Kwajo Sanity say El Clasico. Young Joe P born to win. Say El Clasico won't be bad at all. Sorry, as a Clasico, Kwame Foreigner. Say El Clasico final, revenge on Barcelona. Okay, Opoko Adman say El Clasico. Branch FN say Kofi Sly. As a Onya derby, that's Madrid derby. Al Chamano Flip say Clasico. Ambrose Wangara say Clasico. And Kwame, where Philip Kwame Akoto say El Clasico, of course. Pedro Gonzalez. As El Clasico, Kwabena Ponsa, Madrid derby. Kofi Flex say Clasico. Abugri Gideon Madrid derby. Victor Ousu say Onya derby no eno emube ship papa and asem go to cry MKG as El Clasico. So we the Barca fan can beat them for the third time. Eno elsem na say fancy Madrid for the Barca for so much shitty. Oh my shitty so papa. Oh my shitty.
Wo na ahanso no we Ismail aye Barca say wo pe Madrid derby ana Benghazi so El Clasico. Wo hina ba kwabena anasa wo hina ba Quentin Otabel in so say wono na El Clasico na kojo say I see a derby final and we say a response goal when say ATM for no and so aba qualify says Thomas Amwa this one say fancy wono so pe say Barca for no qualify a community graft and a day a message you know and some other buyer we so say Isaac Jacobs Donko was El Clasico final. El Clasico will be nice. I know Charles Boat and I just a message you know and some other buyer Madrid don't die already. El Clasico says Nana Kofi and this a message you know and some other comment section as a buyer Kappa I like your speech they should stand well FC Barcelona all the way where you Kwame done and I just want to know and some identity about Momo Tata Madrid for you na just a jempa na Bobby Chelsea so say I am Madrid derby and ope and El Clasico Hala Madrid way I am Kwame fugitive one on some other day message you know and some other banana pe live on the show nti ya kwama no ya bana ya the foreign sama ya chefo udru unimsa udru ayeta kwanso a manya no tia say takwa prison so no
okay.
Yes, omunsia from yes, Officer Edumel. Imano no. Say or say inmate no morning na no.
Wow. 2 times here omunyina gada.
Oh, no ankasa. The officers no so no mo eye adwuma no ho no no. Omunsunsia from kwana sinful sunso. A sinful sunso immigration school. Amiama contact DSI amwako yese nra. Ombo game baako. Ayo intake. I just say intake biane the number. Omo come no ma form it ombo one yes no ajai na ye wi be ho adwuma de amamo bat me code no nie ye fa aye course ema ya tiefo no ya hefo aye very necessary pa
here.
Nah, first code, Yamamu aye 3 course. First code aye 15.
Okay.
Second and a third aye 5 or each.
Okay.
Now 1A
16 4A
FA 1A 16 4A FA. I know you 15 O's. I don't know betway. Can you
betway? Bet response.
Nah, 1A
16
AA A8 17
17
1A
1A
16
A8
17 Can you
okay, bet responsible.
1A
17
35 8C 1A 17 35 8C
bet responsible.
Because now you are for 5 hours at 2 days. That was Saturday and a Sunday. And then say back open saying
yes. Internet day OGD say bibia betimi aye fam. Na unim say Newton akofa lawyer.
Say
Omrika onu utu anyone na ma obode uro.
Me pesa American kwa bane ni boko biem.
Asa America ba ko a Newton betu ade atene ba bia. Am yeso akosha policeman bia ma policeman na mbeboa no. On che no kwa fazo tu America.
Newton akwa akoshia
policeman say on chen said yes to me can on family
200 meters na
na barrier ho mu gira ma Newton to me kama mu hu ya na say de na no baby ani kwa
no grown so o yetrot nkwa ka be
ana mi kan and
now wakoshia police ni o barrier
and was
and my inspector to me class
member and I'm na de na no ye ni TV so na mu hu ya na say
de class to aggressor wa she go
so ye dey so say o sauzo e dey we America inspector we na ama
Sharak kaboko mama kaso
yenkobiem
yes am project dey body biem
yenkobiem
Sharak you know the big course now to so am no 100 meters wo
untumi Newton betina
you can't
you untumi now
Sharak you go for it who number kwa America 100 meters wo Newton
latte ya enim ni ana
you bet you one energy drink no glucose
person
glucose bottle
untumi
you
wakoma na ebete Newton
you go for it
Angwa juma no you Yame wo hoda se uji dia obeya juma asachre ni no you Yame wo hoda se uji dia obeya juma ye bompaye shamachi Israel Yehuwa ilahenu Yehuwa ekat we ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika luvika uvika naveshika uvika miyodika tode yasak in English in the name of Jesus amen
Shalom boy kapo say kapo chairman I feel chairman baba me akwa
yes now me dey be answer
go tama taboku kasa mo send messages and e ben no be ase eh o chairman ya de pa say watch me assemble yes kwara bi ko me nkwa me ho hene papa me
na guess it is how
chairman
guess no me say guess no me say how many boys this year me say guess it say who to be sponsor no I number 1
chairman
angwa juma no you Yame wo hoda se uji dia obeya juma asachre ni no you Yame wo
Wontumi TV and one is all like him pagina now was wash say be afofo and some nabanya show ni be ahwe e wa brana no pay no ye de amano ne sam na dia kan nyina so adema and I make us live on YouTube no so no your life was on your screen we know and some your course ama come yensa ye de ama na chesa batu e course ni e to say be I will join our Facebook no so and I say be YouTube and sample at the comfort of your home and our monitor and jumedie and some no chesa TV no so we benya so ade kakari atu atra brama we see kasam nyina no and some ye kama onum say no kasa the manager ye from say and some Maraska no we are the press conference at the later say the akari nyina no and some abama wa ba ye say Romeo Lavia asa kwako problem hey na chasa Lavia the last time when I'm a casa David Alaba make caso a biscuit no and the Lavia the maso a choco because wouldn't chasa Lavia some compromise the latest and the canning and some my name of Yanni Kansha 7 fridge media and some cross and was Shadrach from a call a year to almost some way now Menu Casa Reporter Memen said canning and some Wednesday SSN one so you know, Portman said, can send yes, training and some cross and yes, some training and understand the players no Yamu day off our brano and some you said your manager, your father Carlo Ancelotti and some take decision and some other man Timino, Nancelotti as my yakas or no, and then Corona and rested. One some day off Nino, what can say last week make catch us and some second April manager no and some other court way and some other coach I found Ancelotti time no pay no some other arrive and some our court no and some when you shadow academy video no and some about Ancelotti and it's just an important fun that panel way and some your court moment one some for stars aquarium and I just project Ediamoa you delay test and the academy no and some demand mama tema none more inside our branches and judges no woman that say ama just a lawyer sir woman some other can be Ediamo coach no woman you know some more you know so I available and some more support one more try say be a new man as I say, as I said, no, German said, can you know so many Janidi? What do you about on your Bonibia? Now, Bonibia on coach and some Yanning, and some others watch us. One more car, a year 2014, a year 2015, say, one is some name for tax our Bawakaya, Medama somewhere a year last week, sir, and then a Kokota. One must say a car a day, a little over 1 million euros. I just want to know, and some 9 to a moment, not just a manager funds. Ancelotti and some other inside also here not just a Carlo Ancelotti and Al Banquillo not just a Uano and some other run our branches of Comodiniate one of the Kitani Buka Ebia me Ancelotti Assembly American before a year court to Biano Ayano Kram Tabano Crotroto 8 million coupon Buame Sana I'm so run of the Kitanatia one of some other temp and phone our Brene I am very simple court crowds I want to sit here, you know, and your friend will be a man. Any penny be and some other question or better court order Massa David Romani time cry. A telling you and your man no peno, who shall be amateurs and one seminal, yet the Emma may control last week and say, a young public prosecutor, one of some other by San Cabaya dear, young running courtroom. I know I have 4 years and a 9 months, not to say, one of for day a yes penamino, National Portman said, can you answer a year dear, Genum Tabaya fine essence, Yababanya. President Ronaldo nom Garibo nom Abiam Ayomoma Tai Bobo Ayatuma and some that was spent any Adomin Yano Yana Takoko ya fine and some other material our Bruno Peno ya delay test and the Akanino and some not to MO now for young co Ayakutana your father's Andrick and so Emwa Messia Kuranu go say and hey and a pename cabbage house we shall go away. Not just a colony. I said, Jinam, Brazil, bet me I shall go about Sanka, be gravity. Now, I could not was saying, and one was some go on, say, Alpha Power was all. Nigonum, not time on it, a year Castilla, and so your training. Not just a time on it, Bobakua, your father's a Real Madrid, almost Junior Timno, and some of your training, you know, tries, we bet me I shall be, and some of our training ground sonamo. Now, I'm time beyond over tries, we bet us have gone to be Yan was saying at home, and a Castilla, one coach, I found San Raul. I can just say, over so many aquarium videos on Ampa, Unumsa, time and now Raul from me and Ambanda ball, the iconic number 7 Jessamasa. Raul, then one of my good be a Tissian Washe. Raul to me, Bonan, number 9 who go to Shia, and do say all Lord Bay and Asampo, Ebia, what I can say, to pay a young goalkeeper, not just a Raul, I yet was say, coach them. I catch us one company video sleeping run off one look on us one know some measures are going to know and I want a man so called camera and some adman and boy say we want to find out the akane say one must qualify for Champions League final. Not just entry, was up a Champions League final, and somebody also now century back Kubisana say, and what the boss says, I will point them say, Obia say, I was here about chance amount started. Never cry time of Grana and one coach now. Your from Ancelotti, and your substitution, Amakatano, one of some Afrimo, yet to say Santiago Bernabeu, a section of Madrid supporters, no more some coach to was when Juma now I could only pop ball and tessa a sit game and I frimo and a boy is already want to mean Sabia or deserve so Sabia not playing time no more and as I say and some other sit I say what by a year Madrid if you're singing a woman in Bobo Omayama 4 woman in some Madrid not just automatically Akotano ever so what you say Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Anafe, Jude Bellingham, woman of your 4 players, woman your best, Omunasi Kane, our the same team Tiabasana, Jumadin and also Entrekino, Ecoso, Celebea, what is some playing timer, and also up the Taba reporter, Memen seconds, and was I game, wouldn't say Yasina for be said, take it, woman Yania can say night market, essence, woman my take it to Nabasa, or told more. Somebody go and think I take it about 60 euro. Now some ya 80 euro no was about 200 or send one calculate here. What do you take it? Abaton and take it back on 200 euros. Hey, woman, why matches are already America? I just am Akuratua. One match they take it or the young resale as I say. I 200 euros no, and I just Akudano and some others what did you now look at Vasquez and what say. Make supporters also born to pa. Now you can't have a story. I'm on for 3 years. Bueno, one and just what the weakest link. Our Madrid, Omutimimo, and to be in your bono palms, your fan for not just a baby of Vasquez at Danaho, and almost some tiny far. And I'm on for born to I'm just one more chance of Modern Pono, and some our from report. I mean, a Champions League match now. Yamiadma next midweek, and Barcelona, and yes, Vasquez ever started. David Dalaba metes one also on started and you Rudy Gamajuma and Yamiya Duma. One game against Arsenal. One some Kakopo. Now Vasquez no Kwana Brande. Yerim said Trent Alexander Arnold Albany and also other choice of Boino. I was so probably Efa. And yes, I will stay our Madrid. The playing time and some other limited our brother Boino and also some Kaka from Maswaya and some other young and a gamer and also some other Suma Weno and your Copa del Rey Mamiana, Wababa Fans Atletico, Womotanafia and some of the Yard Metropolitano, Womugamma Basunimsa, a 7 Terry and an Abasafono, and some almost quite 10 years, woman confirming, now squad confirmation, not just Akwadana, your friend of Paul Kubansi, our squad dynamo, Rafinha, and some Nawum, and Ansu Fati, and some Macao. Sherlock Money moment, and just a boss at Timino, woman free a Yadiasa, or premises, I'll call a airport, woman some Alcoa Bote, Yababa Studios are free, and just a boss and Quatano, woman some Alcoa for a flight, and so Aqua, and no man, also I'll cost our airport. Now, German second, you know, a video on the bar. Woman said, and some city boys no body one conference level and some now so and you may koye and some other team our brand bibi and some I find Edema Bobokua your fans FC Barcelona omunye Lamine Yamal no one Garcia no boys for beer and some anim I serious now report am say can send yes boss and kase breaki woman kase mo protocol man kase mo travel and your routine sabe bi mo Madrid yes mo ko Madrid yana ko ta koda Intercontinental Hotel. Namum and Jamaican calling on say answer match and I 7:30 and I also I no promo Madrid a free a year Barcelona and some Madrid by Eno emu sheda nwa bia to mo kodra also mo probably quadro mo kakana one more rest any day enti de me nya no say wo nko intercontinental hotel mom yese manager no say na wo nko Hilton Hotel Sharad mama say the Hilton Hotel I know and some our Madrid city anu ne by airport no pa domo kan nyina no say bon jinta mom choose aya Hilton Hotel no and some man say wo be so free stadium ho and some echo hotel and asempo wo free hotel ho and some echo ebia no aya stadium no ma won chakra be say 10-minute drive na just a modro 81 one take aya transport so and after 2 one be so place no so aya comfortable and until o jai aya intercontinental aya hotel dia ba aya Hilton Hotel la home ana boys no kokodra one so abakwa lodge na jaminya no say Every woman come on kakra na to somebody enti technical meeting no ebeba so answer na technical meeting ebeba so no boys them abakwa kodidi and some hotel ho answer na woman technical meeting aba so mu ye pa na chese team na air drive and some akwa stadium je esa woman and some other say woman ball match no ye ya pa no woman na hotel ho biem omu booking ebsia for few hours omu ye match na pa no straight from air chese stadium woman abakwa airport say I tell you 2:30 ahomache na chasa bouncer for no aba drew aye Barcelona say one qualify you so am qualify ni nyina no and some guy said the itinerary and some adama bouncer ebesi akọ na German say kan nyina no say bibi and so answer sandia na chasa go to ba Jasni ono aba start game no aba post no mo ebiem aye Jean Skunde Pau Kubansi Enigo Martinez Alejandro Balde Frankie de Jong Pedri Gavi Rafinha Lamine Yamal ana Robert Lewandowski wonum ana Jameson Kansan amestate and ana ju game no and somebody atiabo kwa fans Atletico mami coach no on gamer womu some bon and ana ju yebisa so flake so pani mo ball Atletico say ana ju ba say game we and some nabasiako yenti bonsa womu coach Hans Flick
play this how we want to play and also in every situation they have the right answer and this is really good to see that and of course now it's a match, but we know that till now we haven't reached. And say, okay, we won the Super Copa, but now it's finished. It's in the past. Now we want to go to the final, but it's a not easy way because Atletico has a great coach, fantastic coach, but also the squad is very experienced and they know how to play. They are really convinced about this, what they want to do, and till the end of the match, you can see it also in our matches before. Always till the last second, they are here and they know how to play that, and will be a really difficult match also for us. They are able to play this how we want to play and also in every situation they are
except Emma na unim say discuss last week akra Emma just am pandit akasa so far as Atletico e say be a title race out there ye first say La Liga no omo ye free mo na and what ye say be a Champions League omo ni mu biem as I said the only title Babokua ye first Atletico e betimi age and some aye Kings Cup no there and omo de ni brania wo den na ba bo anadwo match no Bisa coach no Atletico the intensity and some anabam and be an abahadwen also mo yawe na and what you come say coach our players wo some them to boss team no and so are prepared yinti coach na you fan flick our brain what do come dia fa intensity na Atletico and some other match we mo no
nearest title you can win, so it's one win and then you're in the final. It's the same for them, the same for us. And in La Liga, you know, there are a lot of matches to play. And I always say before, the team is really good, the coach is fantastic, and a very experienced team, very experienced coach in La Liga. He knows everything about that and how to come back. So for me, it's a long trip till the end of the season.
Kakra free Oma swear by your shifty and Guyana, Yako other countries, no mum ansana, okay, sir. Somewhere last year, may your story, Emma McCatchell, sir. Bansa for this other almost stadium, no. One more time, I have VVIP, baby, Ayana, Amsa, or more musica, some more sort of Bomota Quatinano. One more time, said a bear, one more some number to register, Paul Victor, any Akadana, your father said, Danny Olmo, sir, one more, I mean, boys in the Sobo, and I just almost cried yourself, Kako Premium. na yɛbɛbɛguram our studios ana tɛmɛsɛ kan sɛ La Liga for no tatai ɛyɛ kyɛ sɛ ɔdetɛn a wɔnom ama kɔ sɛ bouncer Anthony VIP nti ɛne kyɛ sɛ ɔbɛtumi aregister ɛyɛ nkwadaa no mmienu deɛ ɔmo ka no nyina no sɛ nɛ yɛsɛ no kura bia ne wɔ ɛno nsom wɔm na ne kwan sanka ɔdetɛn no ma kwan ɛma ba sa tumi register nkwadaa no mmienu na Jamaica no sɛsia no sɛ La Liga for case nsom ade sɛ wadro a ɛba sɛ the new auditor wɔno nsom ɔde ne nsɛm aba no nyinaa no wɔm sɛ 100 million euros bi ɛwɔ hɔ nom a wɔamfa nhyɛm ɔde hyɛ mu a na kyɛ sɛ nkakyerɛ sɛ ɛma kwan ɛma kyɛ sɛ basafoɔ ntumi register ɛno nti nɛ Jemi nyane nyina no sɛ La Liga for sɛ Barca ni kwan bi asɛ wɔbɛtumi register Victor ɛne Dan Olmo today wɔn sɛm ɔmo bɛkɔ court na court ɔmo kɔ no nyina no wɔn nso ɛfaile ne yɛ kan sɛ lawsuit ɛnso ɛde ɛtie ɛyɛ the new auditor na wɔn approval ɛma saa operation no ɛno nso ɛkɔ so today court ɛbɛbɛm ama Jemi nyane sɛ Barca for say wɔn wɔ diri yɛ sɛ ɛnfa no deɛ bɛkɔ ɛnfa no deɛ bɛsi no nyina no nkɔda no mmienu ɛnso ɛbɛkɔ so abobɔ ama Barca ekosi sɛ season wei ɛnso abakɔ nyɛwiyɛ na Real Betis ɔmo tim no wonim sɛ Anthony ɛyɛ akɔda bi amekan ɛno anopa sɛ Manchester for no 40 million pounds a wɔmo nso abɛte asɛm Anthony akɔ yɛsɛ Betis wɔno nso ɔmo hopi sɛ wɔmɛ qualify for Champions League ɛsan sɛ bɔɔl no a Anthony ɛbɔ no sɛ wo China wɔbi abɛfa no ɛnti adeɛ baako bɛtumi yɛ convince akɔda no a yɛfa no Anthony ɛne sɛ ɔmɛ qualify for Champions League a nyame yɛarema next season ɛno nso bɛtumi akɔ so ɛwɔ apane nyinaa no nsɛm no yɛde ɛma yɛtefo ɛnɛ anɔpa yi ɛnsom ɛwɔ sɔɔ no so afei ma memfa nto wɔnom sɛ ɛnɛ nnwumai no yɛwɔ derby a kyɛ sɛ derby della Madonnina ɛno nsom abɛkɔ so ɛyɛ bɔbɔku a yɛfa no sɛ AC Milan against Inter Milan ɛnsom wɔ Giuseppe Meazza San Siro owura no a yɛfa no sɛ Michael Fabri ɔno ɛna bɛkɔ akɔdi saa game no ɛyɛ ne yɛka no sɛ 7 o'clock ɛna anadwo ɛna saa game no ɛno nso abɛkɔ so wɔyɛ ne yɛka no sɛ ɛyɛ Copa Italia semi-final na Jamaica kan sɛ enipa ɛnɛ yɛtwe nso mɛwuram awɔ saa stadium wɔ mu no mɛte sɛ Milan ɛna ɛbɔ fie no ɛyɛ little over 65,000 ɛno ɛyɛ nipa dɔm a ɛnɛ deɛ menya no sɛ Milan ɛne Inter game no wɔn nso akɔ akɔhwɛ bie na kyɛ sɛ biribiara nso bɛtumi akɔ fine ɛnso ɛdeɛma saa game no na manager fa no sɛ Sergio Conceição yɛsi coach na aka kyerɛ boys no sɛ ɛnim guaseɛ deɛ ɛni kwan sɛ bi san ba biem na ɔba foforɔ mo kɔ Saudi Arabia kɔ bɔɔl ɛyɛ Super Copa wɔka yɛ pa sɛ moyɛ ɔmo ho adwuma motoa so kɔkɔ Jacob enti match yi ɛne kwan sɛ ɛrehuramoɔ ana bibia nso kyɛ sɛ wenkɔ ne the only title a ɛnsɛmla bɛtumi asan gye ade aka Super Copa de Espanya ɛnto ɔmo nkɔ na wɔmo nkɔ kyerɛ ɔmo mɛmasɛm ama Jamaica kan sɛ ɛnsɛmla ntim no wɔmo nso ade ani bere ɛna ba nadwi ɛnso ama kyerɛ ɛwɔ abane wɔmo twɛn sɛ bia qualification de aka no nyinaa no ɛne nso abɛyɛ adwuma na Igor Tudor wɔn a coach Edema Juve say wouldn't say coach in the say was schedule a double training session. Say na Thiago Motta tamu training once a day. And na Tudor say hey na mo ba some be holidays and na some be yet was say mo training no pa no ma say training anwumre German say kan nyina say wo mo ye training anopa wi a no ma kwa kodidi ano aye lunch break mo mo ko ba na chese wi a o ma sa ba ginam na afei wo mo so ba mo second training session and so area so na German say akwada no mo fa no free Atalanta Netherlands ni akwada na fa sa tionko minus no mete sɛ yɛse coach no sɛ na madobo ɛwɔ fam na physically oni ahoɔden to boy no ɛwɔ sam ɔbɛkɔ bench nyame yarma Sunday wɔn bɔ against Roma na report a menya ne sɛ some match na and no because you say it got to do and so decided for the next maybe 2 weeks and I simple I could now tell me and say the enemy one mark down on team entry because you said the fitness level our form and I was so young then and some on the fitness level or said a bear about one your man's aqua come and some Jamano now a similar I becasa Fabio Paratici and a banning now wouldn't say yes pa nano MSNRA when we are meeting our London Oba fansa Jean Falani wonom ane Jean Cardinal ona say a similar idea womu sha paratich our London Emra and get closer say owa no eba be the next sporting director said ye yeri kari aba betu data ejama no sana de no enso mbesi akọ na Jamin no say anka Paratici de nipa o ye dan pan aye Pep Guardiola sanka bia Pep ababa be the next manager jama AC Milan team no nanso ose Pep a contract abewu 2027 and a big question and someone say anya bia no Pep no ababa and say bia Pep o mantina aye Roberto Di Zerbi ono ana demensa kan gina no san komodie no and some nagusu alkoso sanso no and some manya wo ba fi Marcel ababa ye adwuma no adiama AC Milan yese enkomodie akwaso between ono agent I fan say Eduardo Cranja ono fan say Eduardo Cranja ono ana ginam adama deserve enkomodie no wo mo sem aye kama abibia so cheso wura no anya adwuma no nkwante a wono som ababo adiama abobo kwa fan say AC Milan e wa Bernardo pe no enom aye update aba mame boboku a ye fan say Liverpool no ma bontia ne din ade Granit Xhaka say no ono supporters le bi nyai because otena ho ema chesan kumano was a force free me so call me can tira one here menu mi no anya papa kra we your moment and one many Bielefeld omo eyi bobo kwa fan Salva Kusen womo defending champions and so free mo a chesan no fan no any abranche fan sa Granit Xhaka any eyi ama chese koye dia omo kai pa ana san koye so mo gu omo ni masia womo abete tasukoko and some ade atwe na ye nyoma ni bia anwa eno som akọso na manager ye fan San Mikel Arteta wonu say Arteta dia no Jameson Kanasa was your opinion between Sabia Scan, Alcodan Fanasa, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ebecha, and Alpha Julian Timba, and Sobecano, say Umberto Fiate, and Asabia Bison, Amoson Chael say, and Abia Scan resource no, and some never see Aquay. Now, report I mean, Kanasana, Arsenal and some Pedrin now sort of by latest home archers and other good news and say, Bukao Saka, Wamum Abason Solon Kakran Kakamsa, Baby Arsenal. So finish hard demom any kwese bia akodano womo som exhaustive report am second say nyame yadma next week come game ebeba so our Champions League no wadro Arsenal ebo aniacha Real Madrid no mete say Bukayo Saka and some other start this game no edema the Gunners and womo per strike no mom wo bi anum say akodano fan say Isaac edie asking price our soro dodo Arsenal entimi na make an na kwasa womo senka omotis kan so the back 95 million pounds na nankano krano woma twam upfront base 60% and sana later omo de akaba be so eno so anyare ese ebeya adwuma na jaminya no say ene Victor Gyökeres ebeto dwasa akoda no womo so ahia den no wono ana latest amemsa kan sa akoda no womo de omani akwakoso no so ase so mani abre omo so full sa enkomo bi omadi can't be ano enso aye positive womo ojiri sa akoda na ye fa no say Gyökeres ayobi ono and some other bar and also I am to free amaso deba Manchester United coach ye fan Ruben Amorim say what you who progress mo full say bia man koye say bia Manchester kobo banu nti o ma luzi e che say bia man koye no wo so ono o mu tumpon e won yo pemu ono bia won control and want to mean control chan ho say as unu no ho na wa wo say sere enkoye kwa say koye dabi na de o kan nyina no say nyame ya duma weekend omo derby ebo womne Man City ana bebo na do beso kan nyina no se season obi anim san hye nkoyi na mum also mo ready for that game and some ababa so weekend way ana coach ne ka say wo say baby omo problem and some time ya kan say what drew to say bia the final third say bia the last third mo final pass ana simple bia mo last assist and no ana says your problem and some time man the moment only players wo mo ebetimi yes animano untumi she go e mani nye yentia Ruben Amorim enra after the game
clear but we create some chances but we could create it more with the possession that we had. We reached the final third a lot of times, but we need to be better in that final third because that is really important to score goals, and we have a lack of goals. We start the game suffering a goal and put Nottingham in the place that they want to be, like defending with a lot of men. Then they have really fast players to make transitions. Even that we control quite well, especially in the second half. We push forward, but again, in the final third we were not good enough. I think that is clear, but
General test what kind of pace final the whole and Manchester Manchester a problem and Manchester no about to us our Man City a ball at the Leicester City a game 45 minutes after 6 and as a game no and also because Liverpool game no about so Merseyside derby and on 7 o'clock and then and 1 up Rabbi Real Holidays edition our branding sports bite no manager did and a slot and some buy now you can ya to them sa kwatana ya fan Arnold akoya Liverpool supporters ni bi wo a plan say wo mo dia kwara na be fa so no chess environment tabeya ne kan sa hostile and some media ma kwatano na amafo be come adwa no pa ebi some other support na no a divided opinion a chess be mu fu sa kwatano be kwa won ko ebi kra so wa ya jana kwan so no mo nja ne kwan ye a chess reception a bani nya ya no pai me do we and some amao na report am second session so say manager on an slot and you be say so pani na bani situation at say because say James atene pano eye ne Dutch in the future say bi obekọ wo come Madrid wo bi ante so come do ha say ana mo se na bia na be affect mo and as affect mo manager no empe so be kan pinimum wo so mo focus our mo next game and so yintie coach I fan an slot our brand wo di aye trained and so ahun komo.
The situation is unfortunately that he's injured. Otherwise, people would have probably spoken about him that he had 1 or 2 brilliant performances for the England team, and but he's injured, and for him that means that he's fully focused on his recovery, and for us that means that we're trying to help him to be back as soon as he can. And for the rest, of course, for 8 months it went a bit up and down, maybe with all kind of talks about him, Virgil or Mo, but we've never been focused on those talks. We've always been focused on what we have to do. That for Virgil and Mo is trying to win the Merseyside derby, and for Trent it is making sure he's fit as soon as he can. It's a situation that is there for 8 or 9 months now, and I think all these 3 players have performed so well under these circumstances. So no, it doesn't affect me at all. I think there was a bit of noise about us losing against Paris Saint-Germain, losing against Newcastle as well.
Yes, and all I can free manager fan say and a slot I swear to be an pay life that was shown us ameno casino nina no swear kakre from I swear to mete say yes say Crystal Palace almost saying no I am a gay defender na yedi kan ba tu kasa Chelsea aba so mo fan bano yes say Liverpool so nya Britain story no and some say Liverpool and Chelsea omo no nyina no aye favorite say be akwadana fan say my gay wo mo so ade boy na ba mo clubs no mtenie Sabewa na chesa kwatano won so Wontumi afa no yenim se club world championship ebe ko so America nyame yarma aye 9 June ko si 19 aye 30 July na metesa Man City and Chelsea and be free Premier League no manko and na yes police want to say what we are trouble maker also obo more troublesome supporters na ya na to trust them aye omo da achese udi enye the our police station udi enye the police omo books no no yes police want the announcement about say wow the own pen toto pen no no tenafie na mo sawo so waso ode wo say kwan bia so wo ba sam utu kwan wo ya we say wo no ya tag sam o ya trouble maker menko US na mo sawo ko bia aye 10 amount so ba kwa da prison and no aye 6 months obatimi akwa twirimo etum power sama for passport ebeja police station wo passport awode bani na no wo mo say from 9th of June Okosi aye 13 July na chesam untumi ntukwai failure to comply and some others of them aye 6 months among pesa England supporters na sebia Chelsea and as Man City abete aye some boni bia no tina mane wo mo some other sania kan sa aye dia ti say some ababetudwa and kakra from aso deba na Man City bobo ko na manager na ye for say Pep owura one wajitum sa free MC performances nanye mame on performances na sense was say ban Premier League they are not there na sanya kra e ban Carabao Cup na hyenanye e ban Champions League so be call aye semi final e ma ko 7 e dia to so aye record kasi o ma ya juma pa na Premier League no enye better sa seri amanfo bi ensom ase hunu no ntina won odini e ba so o ma ya juma pa yinti coach na ya fa no Pep Guardiola
the FA Cup, but we have been there. In the Premier League, we have not been there. In Champions League, we have not been there. In FA Cup, we have been there. In the Carabao Cup, we were not there, but we compete incredible well and Spurs away. We were better than them and we lost, but it's fine, it's okay. But in Champions League, in the Premier League, we have not been there in terms that we had to be. We won against Bournemouth. We could lose, maybe, but this is my team. That the fight, that make the challenge, the type of game because the team, for example, the type of game that Nottingham Forest face you is completely different than Bournemouth. You have to adapt, you have to challenge each one. And I like to see the team. And after, of course, you cannot win all the time, simply because it's impossible. You cannot, but at least be yourself. And we have, and this is what you're looking for, and of course, in the situation that we have not been really good in the Champions League and the Premier League, being there, it's been the top 4 or maybe top 5, because maybe the 5th in the Premier League for the good performance for all the teams. Maybe they will play next season. Of course, will be a good, really good. Of course, but the season have been.
Next season, season way not just a manager the San Seminano and so bad. You say can say Chelsea manager and some international pro real media. You find us a pre-match latest. I mean, you say a bunch of some wise Caicedo or no, a training Emra, Rhys James and some training. Marco Somasian Emrati. What we are available for Yamia Motana. 1 London derby game against Tottenham. Now, Dominion say, Romeo love yourself, yes, Aqua Premium. When you sat back, Obia Cover and Annie, when you kid to be boys, I said, I'm so your Cambisquito. Romeo love your Danny Chalk. I just say, a boo, who you yourself, Copra. Now, Democratic second, sir, yes, almost and yes, sure, Sabia Bueno, what I said to me about Bo Ebium and some season Aqua. One was our coach and a coach and so now we are training them say Jeba Kumionibina and to the young training Fanica cabinet say I love you bet me about Bana so to me mobile but Dominion Sam Abaya Den Yabaka said your Chelsea for Scano and then some Abasiako now many Janasuko Palma and some about when you okay and you make Kokama and some Atamano our brother Joe Canning and answer the bet me I can say Omina Banning Nano woman I better I bet a Madamba maybe a chronomo so and good news and some other terminal now and some Maresca Ediano Maresca and was say Jadin Sancho what was answer Obatana and was say Sancho dear or say the focus our 9 matches na akano so one basam obedun komoso we betena we be call na nyame yarma sama and ebe wudi ebesi because obusan sesi adia jobe kan say player bia o eneno wada som no mo ye adwuma odomu nyina dana koma so ento so obedun komodi afa ne mom yebusa coach no so omo ma back no and yes I good news Adam at Chelsea Yenche Enzo Maresca.
Very good. We said many times that at the end it's a game for players, and when they are not there for different reasons, you struggle. This is exactly what happened with us this season, where we had 5-6 unbelievable months and then 6-7 injuries in a row, and we lost something. But now it's good to finish with all of them.
Yes, and all a cacre free woman sweat, but German second, sir, or real fan, sir, Frank Kubiri, Mamma Bamuncha, Kurana, fan, sir, Michael Olise, Unum, sir, Ruby on your football, and our German friends in Yakwana, sir, a German tidy place, Enya. And so a language barrier. Obako Obukrum, Wonte Omokasana, Bon Obopa, Banation and Cosadie. I was a new some say. Now, as one of the catch of banners, also a German Casano. Now, one take club and I see essence the moment. What else had done one? A sign of respect and some other Matimono. And don't quite the only advice out of them. I also will try. I did be also in NS classes and Abayo, said Jenabe. I was said, Sanyo Manin, Namuya Cinebea, and what to me a succeed and some our team and so I update to Ebanano player. Yeah, the sound story Emma you tell for our show so now report to me second say Paris Saint-Germain answer the catch of some Dunkirk and a boy now I qualify so say Marquinhos akwa aye fine and kwa Marco 7 would work on just 8 and no now Marquinhos on kwa aye 7 final victories and when you and some our Cote de France anymore now Ousmane Dembele was a baby a season Wontumi fairly against Aston Villa our Champions League anymore. Wontumi fairly and some good defense ayefina one more chance as a titles in the arena one some never to me as Adiaka and some kakra free and some on something yet the for all South Africa Jan Emra and none of the stores in the Bamonum Mama Minko Masandawana Jerusalem Mama MC Shadrack couple bonum and you Shadrack Mama Perfuno no mote a yes anymore one more control laptop and a San Managerial way MC one more backroom staff and no one that's on just William and Orlando Paris on backroom staff and what MCOJ home because Paris Aquashe MCOJ Kanabakua one more some antimiante say Obinyani Bibikwa Ulim said Yamian said game we are and what say we ayo Paris on backroom staff one more testance anymore one more the gadget laptops and softwares sophisticated and yet machines any day and the monitor said your modern boy and the team on tablet na dormosa so brutal when you mama shisha said ye will be baba drum me ayebo show I just when you show omo drum be dey a video no I just pitch no some movement any day drum dey so yellow omo dey so green masa enti ani braba omo ye nyina no mo communicate at the call aye dag out one say ogia for no kwa hani oma Sravika for no ye we Sravika here Orlando Pirates omo backroom staff for drum mo born no no wonder so akwa we akwa one what you show on tiasia and acrobatics and pass investment and some our Juman who have you now my mom goalkeeper no you found C4 shiny na C4 tiny one no same and easy game cry now some come celebrate dibi also me biano one some other qualify yentia goalkeeper C4 tiny.
Firstly, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for the opportunity that you have granted unto me to be here at this time. And it wasn't an easy game. We came here in the group stage, like you said, against CRB. Very difficult conditions playing in North Africa. We know how tough they are, how resilient they are in front of their home fans. It's a privilege and it's a big honor to come here and win again like we did in the group stage.
The next games is very important for you after 1 week. How do you see the next games against
I am facing a big foreign man and so and free. I still live on Wontumi 101.3 FM live on Wontumi TV. I dig it on the satellite and Jumana Mekao say live on Facebook on so ya was so inti eno and some no that foreign man na meza say bibia find here.
Nyame adom ahwe any experience fancy. Me 2 years also one year.
Oh, Nyame adom.
Yes, you are back from the holidays.
Yes.
Fresh and ready to deliver. Aha, yedim some afie. Ya baso me ayedey. Yes, you are makoma ne mu bebre. Aha, because you are Monday solid 2 holiday editions. Yes, new now 2 holiday editions.
Bibia very calm. Bibia very calm. Yeah, boss one no but medical case immigration school na was for suno.
Yes.
Dear Samu akoma kunta no na yeso mo bo game holiday na boy juma no so bo game na intake 24 25 26 omo kabo mu ya one team asesan ke bia ba ya sports your news your omo kabo mu ya one team ana intake 27 28 29 and so kabo mu so from 1-1 obi a captain e she go Obi also captain here striker na referee no AICO1 Ebenezer Pong do not for kum chacha masa o man be ya kwakwa dey this year shada corner you be kwa away first
because he coach
masa ye obi bia bi ofia wo na inspector James Kwashi bogo ana fe inspector guda and so bogo dema intake 27 28 29 anti am so mo so ya juma pa anti yes officers no fa see for monti no see ye so mo new
yeah why ensure mo na o so pe match na
so na do resource media na say indirectly so pass ma catch na
yeah ha no man no sheda no so be anti ka ye show mo na ajo mo bibia aba
because school on remse
family so David na head more Bible.
Whoa, back from the break.
Yes. Now, a humor say a humor there, I mean, quick now because
there is a mental organization. Say, oh, boom, back.
You know, I'm saying I bought we can say you to be born refi ab
listening need na
yeah
meeting
also kasa confirm
me
yeah kasa confirm
me say
wa content need say wo shiva
ye bepe glucose 1 box amount wo di dini nyina wo wi an ye ko wo ko nyina na wo sabi
na ofro ya no kana me hye me ma wo say say no mu ni wo no mu ni say different person me kasa ba so mu ni say wo a wo si janchire di offer na bo ha
cross up so
also yeah Ali Sundowns last story be
now Sundowns and bite and up and to kwan in the course way Orlando Pirates
no way
omo use omo ko share MCO J1
yeah
Algeria
oh baby a game ne call oh baby I can't no your evolution mu it passes through certain stages of progress bank juma yeah first yeah woko bank ya you kakra show se na woko but say before say ka kakra na obo te machine bi kasa nya bo code na kura no nya ka say code line no so customer number ni nyina no efrefrefra. This is where football has got into, and this is even on the African continent. Now who said you your friend say code who say ya kasa efiefo no ya kasa no machine transmitters and a code yeah kasa na down the come fearful ehwe bio and you sometimes say oh shebo a obi check on the phone so to me celebrate goal no I say wo hwe TV no o to say go aba no starting some seconds and sign a wo hu say ball no aba beton it that's the cancer coding feed the code game na ekosoro ba bi opponent gina ba bi ni player gina the coach kasa no ho ba bi a ho look more threat ni nyina ni show e computer so. And so the Osron or communicative bench one more yaw almost so some ye. Now football so scientifically what Osron and my better view as say what touchline. Yeah. Sana dianity. And it's not eagle or a real one. What we shall promote be a fish war or buy an or you straight. No sad nako because a punumu any habitat or chow and hobachino. I fish in the into a bar. Upon once and all or so a one pen where you free. Now this is football where it has got into. It gives you an aerial powerful view. It's no more touchline. It will make say your shape your system na yebono. If you feel to see defense now started committing a lot of fouls, you change who's a stress hit map on had not drop had not started fade. This is informational. If free a sort of mobile or try say breaking further down. Ediama technical bench for no na me kai Africa na me de so use bi me de hyema so na asomo akoso Steven assistant coach back ote ase ho na bi sha Steven aso na bi sha medical team no so aso obia ni obi ni acheche code me sem ye code 2 a obi epese o ka asem bia obebo me code no na chesa me na one me na baka chem se me hwa bia medical team no hu se player bi o toto gu so ya san bia ehunu no bench one ma me na me ka gu masom se bia coach Steve catch coach Adote say player will say be an 100 no say and this is where the game has got into yo game ni edwane na ye necessary ye kekan ho na etimi catch up yanko and next stories na we no Forest e Manchester United and 1-0 omo former player na share na game le cost na me hwe Amorim na me hwe Forest this season Forest share City 1-0 and I know enche bia and we share Manchester so 1-0 na me hwe Forest team no under Nuno Espirito. He himself as a manager, ne identity, ne ideologies, how he sets up the team on the field, the understanding of the opponent, how I smother the best out of the opposition or ball against Nino kakra or knock the door of the greats. There are certain category of coaches Nino no on baby Ancelotti, Del Bosque more Fabio Capello more brackets and what. Now say for now I take you over to say Pep Guardiola more Ancelotti that's okay Pep Conte Jose more also a bracket still Nino Espirito financial hono yaw. But the young and up and coming coaches to say Eddie Howe a hard year me bought Eddie Howe bo Pochettino make me abo Nino Espirito Eddie National Emmanuel Guasil. These are the managers the recent managerial processes are also in one football no obetimi abom di aka ho na Nino Espirito na juma na say he loves to go with a 4-2-3-1 with a double pivot Now the double pivot, you know, or Mabako Jumasa on progressive ball, no Mabako say on state, say justice play, and a Muda Siri, no, Bakube say, Nabako Konim. In the final turn, the free, no, or a lot of variations. And Ocean game of Botia Man City, it was almost akin to the body Manchester United. Or no try say, or Berman system no more prevail over the opposition. No, on tries of my opponent, no, they all no tries about adjusted to. So Nuno Espirito say yeah, Taiwo Awoniyi of Nigeria and LED line or Chris Wood and LED. It's always going to be a 4-2-3-1. A very expendable system. And so your position on in the bar. When your chances are, you'll kill your chances as early as possible. Now this coach is really growing himself into one of the coaches category and I make but my only fear is say, are we seeing a bigger team of the confidence in the team, you know, Managerial Espirito, some Man City, and some Manchester United, or Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Managerial Espirito and knock that door. No, he's really put up a squad and your budget can see the brave. And even in a season, because Arsenal are struggling, I'll be back with those topics. No, Managerial Espirito, I don't know, and I don't want somebody to tell me say, oh, punch above me weight. A German or you know. He's working marvelously, and this season so even clubs that were England or be to say Manchester United or more struggle. Maresca or Chelsea or that's so extreme squad no trying to get the best out of the available squad that Chelsea got to buy. You know. Man City, we all understand, are going through one of the transitions. The Aguero company, Yaya Toure led squad no, and win the man Pep Guardiola and the previous coaches. No, Man City try say about transition. I mean, we've spoken about these players, and every time Biano, some manager go through transition. Yeah, no, on to me and for the success of yesterday and TCL Pepe. Just or Tishikakra, there has to be a blip. There has to be a punctuation and no free on my and son or tears to no walk. And all tears Man City tears and no sorry. Maka United, Maka City, Maka Arsenal, even Pochettino, Spurs or Jawa and Jabba Befano, they are still even struggling. And this season, may Adeba Kobe Gia me hupano and me who's a forest about back into Europe. I do more domestically no yaw. Say a pim hon more Europe and I say domestically a pim England a baby apa. I really want to see Forest Europe. Now back to Amorim. This guy on the dynasty. On the dia on Amorim.
No, so Obianim say one mama to squad idea. Memfana say quality no pen wo mamen kan say so I say ye man a fair chance now or the energy ma. So be probably some every man players are open now or my city besiako.
Yo, and Kubaya Dino, and my aunt to Tony Massey, and my who so Manchester United fan be on in a dynasty. Amorim, is he installing a style of Manchester United who because Amorim Saruni? Is he in progress? Do you see that? Is he giving us an identity? Say, no, Michel a 3-4. Na pem one ma two na body jina one striker the piano cohesion chemistry me ka Garnacho me ka Bruno Fernandes no my body jina Zexi between Ugarte and the Casemiro do they give you that kind of strength in your midfield? Why do they struggle so much against Nottingham Forest? When you change your hair now last change your year game room. Who was the last player back game room for Manchester United or Brown or that form? Can somebody answer me? Who was the last player of bad game? Pesa Watewaka. It's Nottingham for who was the last change? Me who change them say Akoyoko. Because I didn't have to pay. Okay, the days and not Joseph Bar Manchester no. Say obo nemfa. Obo nemfa. No the Maroni Felani about game no. What the bomb wadi nesi.
Yes.
No, I just switch wide and crosses. Switch wide and crosses. And no, my God, I never give them by a day.
Or say or the never so on because of Forest almost center backs and said be bit me a promotion or what sport with Sebastian Coates AEB. Okay, so Liverpool former defender Bino. Yeah. Sebastian Coates.
Into a basso
me striker just said they Mikel Merino the man.
And then I don't starting a preco. Oh, analyze the game no. You scouted them, you trained for 1 week. I don't know starting Maguire. I said me to my open me to my coach no catch no. I don't know starting no say center back no so Murillo who has na walk in yamwa so I don't know so I start Maguire and tick for 12 for 12 tick for tick I don't know start Maguire oboa We are not listening to it. And Manchester United fans in here, they are looking for a manager or then the imprint beba. A bemo opponent regardless of how many years I will buy for Jumano. And oh baby, you change out the better worker or the Maguire neighbor. That change you be no. Yow, it's a nostalgia. I dare be feeling their boom. Na be about more campaign as I be so pepe. No, me should give no say and yet day na nam Jose de Felani free bench bamu or the bum where you can predict echo crosses. It's not him Maguire bamu now I start echo for crosses. Echo for who were the attackers on the bench? A basadia. Not just a what giant on sana one kono afabu. Maguire not the bamu yaw a one of fire and to kind of from all of fabo. Then the referee saw on side of fabo. Maguire to strike. O pressure what worker Harry Maguire after crosses neighbor crosses on be in by next year. There's no single identity. Omo for music and shine in some money fan market da. Amorim is not going to the market for Manchester United by next season. He hasn't shown that. Na impo or kase be mana kojomo yawo. Na squad ukura any no spirit to squad no there in differences so. Tell me quality what dey. She Forest squad ni kromo no. Na Manchester squad no. Eti Forest Bruno almost squad no. Yo, you didn't come over you. First, that's so Bruno Fernandes almost squad ma come pay. But say manager also feel say the moment on by crosses are call opponent in the box no mono. Maguire no was like me fan say chances say be obet me a shall go. I was so chain. So be using attackers na nkasa. And nothing America say to introduce Maguire was out of the picture. It came because me person maker. Yes. Who chase results? Who chase results? The subsequent game of Babes, I said, or the form of Beside Maguire.
I think there was a reason to that.
Said reason, because
Ocheki team Manchester United game Nottingham Forest literally created 0 big chances. Man United created 2 big chances, but apart from that, 24 shots, which is so likely of a Manchester United team. In this particular instance, he definitely feels like Dogu crosses a call, Dalot crosses a call. Also, or the Hoyland Crampo Bermu in the second because he saw us inside that game. So, I didn't hear pennies a go bad day. Beba. I'm not here Hoyland, I didn't know why you were any more honor now. This should even tell the board and they say the decision to buy Rasmus Hoyland no to make him a starter for Manchester. Said to the board, so here striker. Yeah. I heard an straight. Here striker. And he said now the idea is that Babeto can at the center. Back never dia. One be. Oh, quite be fast to a carriage church in the by. And he brought Tom Maguire. Honan who said, no, this guy says he was so you mean. Well, we are here. Book market. We all next season from Manchester United. So game no cost na camera ko turn so touchline. Na me cry no. Me feel bad the more no. The opposite Man fans ni biti ase and say to say be a took or dear ebia Maresca started season no say players no kwa nya de o see hu say the opposite ball no nemu players no quality I for see hu BB like glimpses of new man person yes so make Kenya any okay it's on man you identity be a just a bit me somebody has to show me. Somebody has to convince me. Yeah. Somebody has to convince me. Someone BMO Facebook, what BMO YouTube, what BMO baby out X in a BM. Remember me, the identity so far by and the strength the identity has. Now, flick batam bay. Me ba come flick batam bay. Say or number started pre-season. Now flick by no. Basa na Owu Ronald Koeman, a man here captain, a man here as one of the greatest captains of the club, centre backs, you know. The template, original template, Abasa for him, say Basa did the whole 4-3-3. Koeman ame faili. Tiki taka no. Wa ame faili. They sacked him. And si flick ababo Germany da. Spain da. Wa coach Basa da. Ya wono la Masia. He brought his his own idea. That's still Freddy Cross as Basa mbo tiki taka. Is more direct. More it still revolves around young component and so and then about 4 fans by the 1 minute in the call you had the 3 minutes in the call you had the 5 minutes you had the 10 minutes flick it here or say by 30 seconds 2 passes can get me a chance if 1 pass can get me a goal let's go all the guys this is Flick's identity and I who ye flick by also more and 15 years
obobo in 15 double pivot no abo a profile like a number 10 a second striker it is to be etimi Omo it to be so etimi Femi Lopez no abo out wide two no abo one striker one say Flake about two strikers one say Flake for so number 9 be say Kotonche mama na me bo force 9 1 he hasn't complicated anything. He brought his own ideas. That has to marry that of Barca so ideologies. And I can see any winning. I want to see say Amorim Bayi. A dear no dia twakwa mu.
Wo, any messages kakra ma men kana fo ato aso. Na me say anso aba mu bi ne ade. Ayenwie be hwe enra ne matches na wo se ba no. Achilo Ibrahim say fancy. Newton is not a United fan. He don't watch our games. So what he's saying is not true. Has he watched our last 7 games before the break? A question Barack Borja say, if you watch the game, you will see Forest being comfortable on the ball with or without the ball. It's not about great players, it's about how they play and how long they've played. Forest are dying to reach where they are, and United aren't. We also say, who do you want him to bring? The question Anna Tamameya and so Ebisa and Kwame Skelly and so say this is Nuno's 2nd or 3rd season and you are comparing him to Amorim. You guys are talking about crosses, but did you check the number of players who were in the box? Felipe Anderson a day yes our question and some by now to pay live on the show. Newton is telling the truth because club signed for Liverpool, although the squad wasn't good enough, but we saw change. Liverpool in his first 2 to 3 games, the likes of the Jengen person. I don't know.
I decided not to talk about Manchester United and new coaches. I said, also, I know behind the scenes. Coaches in so but there are certain things make defending Ruben Amorim for 1 billion times crime.
Who you say I return Hago?
No, maybe me say me cultural say defending Manchester United coaches idea me mejaye. But there are certain situations being discussions be on I will defend the manager on 1 billion times. One of them near style and identity. Manchester United you need to move 3 back. Tell me the last coach about Manchester United and not the team the bought back.
Van
Gaal ne buy no players or no boy no. And no crowd almost say boy cry issues ba home. Meboa. So when you be? Meba. New meba. He comes to Manchester United during a mid-season where the team is poor. In fact, mentality, culture, everything around the club ni na ada down from say town. Ana baby o free ba no enye se na onya results o. Whatever style of player no using was Sporting CP no Emma breaking jinx between FC Porto and Benfica. Yeah. In the Champions League, and yes, not on performing. Now the team no air performing in the Champions League, they have not lost a game. Even at Manchester United, crime no say league in the better now because 16. Or to Sociedad share say. Meboa. In the Europa League, Manchester United remains the only club in Europe not to have lost a single game.
Yeah, that is all combined Champions League.
So there was the positive side and there was the negative side. We can speak about the negative side of the Premier League results not coming forth. I agree. But to talk about style and identity, I don't think Manchester United lacks that under Ruben Amorim. It's about the execution of the style. Say the better bring results consistently. Because in the Premier League, you get punished for smaller things. Premier League in Europe there you might play teams with Sociedad more slow in possession. You can, but the Premier League, the slightest thing you do, you get punished. And in the 3-back no ball, the Premier League, no, you double pivot. Oko PM Sporting CPA, led by Woolman. Our original middle of the park. Over Manchester United and one Casemiro. You got a Pratt no aba, or court no Pratt no aba. Tama who send a star near heavy pie. Tama na Diallo fit.
Okay.
Coach Bia or best the team Bia no 2 or 3 players we on ma. In a difficult moment, these are the players that are always going to step up for him. When Manchester United situation, it goes deep beyond coaches. Coach Ben am United them fine. Omafa philosopher. Omafa coach our pragmatic. Omafa winner. Omafa legend. Omakofa eyi di number professor. Coach be pa na United di number pa. Uti say we die. Within 1, 2 or 3 seasons, they are trying to build a solid foundation where a team no crown. Say Jahonom Kwan as a coach will crown Pamonwa. The Obeba Biano and some koye issues na. Esi we chireni biem. Amani omakwa kotete. When you want to change a club's culture, what will be example? Klopp any Liverpool dia make se makoma ba no. Liverpool step ehunu se da bi. Coach we coach ko Borussia Dortmund no. Na Dortmund team ne da form na tete na pansam. Ko fa so be da na Borussia Dortmund shebre. Ewo the Bundesliga be mo be competitors. Ebe make sure so mbeti Magic League ni bi dey see omo na so nti no. Ene o de ne ba Liverpool a obetima be lay a certain foundation bi abese san shebre no. Ama ba bi e da no, ye shebre na da ne. Klopp ba the first season no, na enye extravagant say bi obi e ka say. Na Klopp ba identity ni ehunu. Ni ehunu there were certain games a Klopp ni ehunu to saa. E mo bie say to na namu. Me no ka say Klopp no the first final obo na UEFA Cup final. Ene Eric Ten Hag mukubo bi muka say omo nye hwe. Ano kura no mujiwie ye no a ebesi akire no kura no so mo nyaade. So that particular standard of discussion about EFL Cup final anyway no, it's about what we want to see, what the club is going to be about within the next 2 years, which I believe Ruben Amorim are making it clear.
To who identity?
First in a 3-back na dey. Okay. Now you don't tell me about 3-back. Say Victor Hage kono about 4-2-3-1. Meboa. Aside that ni the double number 10. Yerim so coach some mobile England na 3-4-3 flat. But look at the double number 10. You name someone United the boy. Double number 10 now also need the creative force the matter attacker. Meanwhile, if Manchester United wants to bait out of press open and the bed wing backs no mu use omo. We see it. It runs. Me say Ubetimia can be negative about style, resource, not achieving in the Premier League. I will agree. But Okachem say identity. Okachem say weba say no. There are a lot of one team to plan your preseason. Okay. Has a flick ball only team your preseason. Okay. Martinu, what are the team to plan your preseason? African all who players. Miss season also mon time maybe season. Or no sporting games at Ajiben Obenyo be Manchester United players and some of the man.
Right. Yeah, maybe who an identity. Besides, about 3-back. 3-back is just a formation and your identity. 3-back formation and your identity. 4-3-3-1-1-1 a formation. They are no identities. Me 101. So we need the crown of America. 3-back. 3-back. Anybody can just pick a identities are characters within the formation and systems. For instance, you can say. Has a flick identity. Number 1, Osho goes Bebre. Okay, very good. Yeah. Has a flick Osho goes Bebre. It has been his key identity. 2, he plays with a style or BLM or blended passing and speed. It is watching the games now. Usually Lamine and the Rafinha. Speed, no. About passive one, no about Frankie John and a Pedrimo. Obia who say an identity. 2, Okasabia about 4-2 says no, they are formation, they are no identities. But I'm buy no 3-back na obono. A suit ne buy na who was 3-back in noom. Yow, they may pass some charity as Antonio Conte 3-back na bono. We can always understand the first creators. Hey, Alonso no that left no, and a Victor Moses or that right. The first creators no. Any identity. The first creators no. Formations are different from identities. Identities can be formed within any formation, but the formation no me who say who coach we say I'm remain hu. Now the American say Maguire change no means we join star not to ho ekofa abo. Okay. Yes. Because no one kind. O join star to ekofa abo, and I don't see the guy say or twice the yeah. Next year baby. This is a club or Chelsea. Not only performance but resource and performance. So I can social Sociedad. Manchester United depends Sociedad. Any young Sociedad. On first Sociedad in Libya. Na tipe mfuno mo was no Liverpool City no amu no. Or by Europe when mo point to more. When mo point to more. Besides, you know other coaches about mid-season about performing. The two are mid-season. Yeah. You come on so. Me say Amorim, they all you know. It doesn't give me confidence that next season will be Madrid. You need to come on, make more identity. Right.
About Man United. Man United is known to be a transition team. Beboa. Under Mourinho, under Eric Ten Hag. Omo try defend it more like with compactness. Omo we are not due to that. Oba no say there be. Mo we a transitional team dodo. Mo pe counter attack in bododo. It's ball. No, I want us to keep the ball most of the time with a high line. It was study here about Manchester United. The first few games, for example, correct Arsenal game no Manchester United. The United lose to Emirates, I think by 2-1 or 3-1 in that game. We had the first 45 minutes. Manchester United could tap ball no even when Arsenal were pressing intensely, just to make sure say they will keep calm in possession, not to hit the ball in quick transitions. It's almost controlling game based on their possession. But the only difference between Man United and Arsenal on that day is Man United possession or possession they were not a threat in attack due to the quality of players or more on the pitch, because Garnacho is suited to transitional football. Yes, I didn't to 2 or 3 games. Meba. Whether short or slow, it's still transition. I'm talking about the broad topic transition, whether they want to do it. And after those games, now more possessive football, because you could see games about Man United could possess be about 65%, no more shots kakra, but now Man United concede from set pieces in this annual manner. And I be so much due to delete the pace, Maguire the pace. You bossy or much with the high line or more tie break kakra. And also there be here results until also reverted back. So there were some key games how Man United City low block, then they hit you with quick transition. For example, against Liverpool. Ubehubi against Manchester City. Ubehubi, just because of the players he has and what he wants to do with them. But what share Amorim was sporting CPBiano, you could see glimpses of what he wanted to do in Manchester United, especially through possession.
So on your preseason, no, not to say beyond place our part.
That is
it. Also be the message about say you keep on sacking managers and keeping same players.
Fancy. In his defensive structure, you would definitely understand what he wants to do.
Because Madrid
about somebody United Premiership table no mame.
Okay.
Let me dip Manusi Honmo.
Okay, near Yabasa.
Okay, sir. Baby, Honame come Magno. Only say big club there. You the ma. You to be ma now just fans on internet and also about your Jumanesis war. You the big club. Look at Manchester United. Other say 13th on the table. Now 13th no dano. They are not scoring. Yet they are conceding. Now, my person show TV no so me busu asembako. Amorim ba na United da say. And then can say so much say.
Say oba ho na mo da na.
Do catch them say next year o ye de o ye chenyi mama Maguire ba mu a. Oba juwe adwuma na awie next year. So be it. Me the man say next year. This is Manchester United at 13th. You think the club no who are they happy? They're happy
because say you can't preseason there. So Tuchel so buy not Chelsea so nya crowd.
Yes,
because Tuchel so buy not Chelsea nya crowd. But season na no san to so no call the Champions League final. But me dem beza me jidi say e bia na omo ba mid season no crowd no. Players ni okay but na coach no wo ho no na omo ntenase so me beza me jidi say bia man you squad we no at least so Bruno Maguire Mabache Garnacho mu ne bia na say bia we wasteful e wanim ho a see man preseason no nya na squad na kan obetimi a kick off bar when to me and kick off say the new thing Canada then I believe omo man sa kwan no
the difference is Chelsea o ma also be better than Everton David Moyes right? Manchester United in Everton Manchester United in Chelsea this is a club that is sick a yare no let me be honest with them a yare not only with any you know a yare perform to a certain extent say team no company proper data analyst.
This is serious.
What Cliff proper account wakas has him no and only proper data team are not more for sporting director kran ya adwuma omude obi o banker economist and the CEO of the club. Do you know how mentality city or club dressing room no at the form say tamu new team wa how your coach minimum system here adwuma minimum tactics here adwuma but environment how create your club is very important. Ferguson no nya tactics murusu dey to no timidi jono shemu ina abo otimi bo for defenders in a game no winning games. It is a more compare na way to say my friend me say ubetimi aka bibi about Amorim ubetimi bibi about Amorim but when it comes to say one identity too the mentality of this team and the culture.
Manchester
defending every single day, every single time.
Madrid game na fe me Barca because a big game. Na me say
yeah, Madrid are progressive Copa del Rey in the final no, but me sure game na nyɛ final no could Madrid na mu no sebe on fa Copa no enye afi na niam mu ye den ma no na ni Copa no so but enya dia no regarding kan pa no. But the positive thing I me fa free mu no was the fact that me hu Madrid squad ni yaw me bobo players bi di me bo next year no omo ya wi o Madrid anisa Alaba next year Madrid ni wi right back now in the story no Madrid ni wi Valverde functions so well in a 3-man midfield a 2-man midfield and no hotchre no so ni me say wo hopa onyamienu kan ho wa ye adwuma na wa the best midfielder in the world but ba kuna kan no na defensive duty na job no increase ya na ama ne ho achi no. I think going forward Valverde position would have to be explained and defined so well by Ancelotti and Finfi Honmo no. Madrid going forward I'm left back Asemda ho Camavinga, he lacks the sharpness, the cutting edge to be a left back, proper left back for Madrid. I mean, look at the transition. From Marcelo before Marcelo you had Contrao Mwambeke Kanhu or Mendy ne Camavinga. Camavinga is not a cutting edge left back. Madrid will find out somebody. But the depth of Madrid squad no ya kwese e chiro ho na akaka kra yawo. E chiro ho kakakra. Se me hwe me fo na me hwe attack na asi. But Endrick is not a playmaker. He's a finisher. Brazil for exported playmakers maye in other departments. Or more fat ball now who say nipa boy idio nim the other meka 18 no more who say 10 for no. Kaka paketa line no. Brazil maye more in even number 9 for na kasa number 9 for no there. We Ronaldo pa senior any Adriano gidigidi. I mean shira yawo. Number 9 pa who said who gidigidi for no.
Say we a striker Brazil ni unim go ne share boshe. Because no go na Hendrick ne share na ball no enye ball no ankasa me fan say e da kwa na ejina wo ball no na eroli and odinke unim yawo. I think so we Adriano mo 9 now Richarlison mo do ma maybe ani kuna no ma maybe bia Hendrick is typical number 9. You see the Matias said into my friend Pele no. Pele was a scorer than a creator. Pele never created that many goals. To say Ibrahimovic more, they don't really create. As season equal, I be checking the goals, Maybe I shot 40 goals. No, I shot 5 or 5 assists. And then ne bought ne die so say or that's or yana pa or be assisted the amakomi ashe. Ibrahimovic no ne die so be created the amanashe. Pele was in that same position. He loved scoring. Hendrick doesn't really create much. I know me share the game the D no mo say no Hendrick onim ball ne bossa. Onim ball na say ball na ye fa ball. The Brazil ni fa ball the be no yes and Hendrick be anything. Ne say me wie ball. Ne ne ye or finish ball no. Or bury chances. Ne ye. So me de let to Adriano Mone Ronaldo Firmino mo so Richarlison ni kuna mo de regado me brisa or ma bobo kakwa. And it also told me a lot about Madrid squad, no, the depth and the variety. Who's Ancelotti perform 2-3-1 no. One no ya this season a show Jose Luko no ababa ya Mbappe and Hendrick. Vinicius the ordinary one leading line and hotching power because of the speed now person take you off from deep no or penchant in China. But going forward, Madrid next time say Dina Mabobo no Madrid will be and the game no. Atletico Madrid ne Barca game ni a tough game pa. Now this season Atletico Madrid refimu Europe who refimu La Liga. He said 9 points. And or they eda asi hono. Ya kwa me say Diego Simeone ma Copa del Rey we say hwere oko trophyless. Ya enye better. Hwe season ball and agree there. The intensity na beba match no.
Intensity no na me de wo ko na person use sa abrofo no. First half no Atletico Madrid dia, second half no Barca dia. Yes. The likelihood, the propensity for Atletico Madrid to score first no about 95%.
Say Atletico be first goal and was
so much. It was so home to start the game well and the last 2 games on the Barca or considering 4. But the secret in say 4 ni nyina no ba ko share 4 na ba ko share 2 ni nyina shot first 2 goals ni on e she the 4 de obehye no ba so obehye no 4-2 so be man 4-4 yawo first 2 goals e beba game ni no the evidences of the past 2 games, Atletico Madrid and our first 2 games, meaning say they are going to start well, the intensity will belong to them, and they will have the better share of the first half. But how to finish the game, one will be down to game management. It will be down to breath. Also, usually last hour na basa for no at the back game last hour. Yeah, both teams will score. We hold 3-2 against a team. We hold 3-2.
Both teams to score.
Yes.
And I want to say correct score beats me 3-2
against Atletico
for Barcelona.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Meza.
Yes. Fancy. Interestingly, and Real Madrid find a way against Sociedad.
Vinicius also ball.
Yes. The issue is Real Madrid will always find a way. I agree. That they always find a way because some more the men with the mentality are on bit my back game what you might drain your movie. For example, Yababo Vinicius and Madrid Bellingham was superb. Bogim ni papa.
Yeah, one of big matches on the time.
And he's always there. Real Madrid needs these particular kind of wins. Now, not me catch up. Madrid for say be supporters. If you say no, he had trouble and not repeat. You don't lie to yourself. Men nada. She area sena ye wono. De bia no pese oye bibi de trade obi aye de ato. Iti na papa se mabobra. Bra na mabon me hwe ni mu se school na me de wakoni nyina no bobobra na chen. Se de maye wono. Utiche ni gina woni mu kire wade wo school o se de bi me kire wade no abaye doctor no abaye ni party true bi aye den. Asim na wakai me se utiche ni a o kire wade den. Enie. Whatever Zinedine Zidane did with their repeat is there. Whatever Obiaye Yebiano, every single team will every moment Obiade creating the history. Now Zidane will sit down in a room, no stress, not in a side on the work. I say, me time, me penny the only coach, I imagine a bench, the Real Madrid added to the Champions League. Ronaldo move to me the almost says your mobile. Toni Kroos move. Obia want a story with Maka. Look at what you're creating your own story with Real Madrid. But and could I no Maba Madrid? No, don't let anybody deceive you. Carlo Ancelotti won the history as a manager watch Champions League, as a player watch Champions League, but they have a history of more so trauma. It will set them and make them distinct also in their own ways, which is winning the treble. That remains one particular thing at Real Madrid intimate. Vinicius ni Mbappe moji ometi matina be bi almost says Mbaka say we magic repeat we magic way yes we buy and yes we abeje the treble. So Real Madrid can win the repeat a different generation of my omode or much omodi wo history books so be ntimi paper e great me no kasa ekra na besi na ekra na want no be ntimi nya bi wo Europe but winning the treble no as omo so time no omo generation no is going to be a distinct kind of achievement for them.
Okay,
so don't write it off because I can say obi new Champions League avini wo magic it becomes normal. Tira for Van asem no kind. Also mo Champions League na. Mo ya Van Tivaran
in a season.
And yet in a season.
Liga Ebiana Madrid one ball form. But to do Champions League na a serious severance na of who say be non be more so much there was no motivation.
What did they mention as
because I did be also GBA as a Madrid player and waje.
But no more ye no. Then Madrid Bellingham do no born attacking and near brand who fin. Tromani and who feels says no, but Bobo, yeah, Juma no more. Yeah, Tromani, we are just another green.
Yeah,
on a normal day, I'm telling you, Copa del Rey win Madrid, the Combe Lucio and game the film.
Oh, so I feel now watching my addresses to say Madrid pe Copa del Rey no
because Champions League
and the Champions League, maybe a league news a whole year.
Or Madrid,
the other side say. I feel Copa del Rey no one be here Madrid.
I be Real Madrid pa because all trophies me sana Real Madrid the person omojina Champions League dey na nyedin. Edin be nyedin. Due to omo past experiences na gina o magigi ato aso no.
Okay.
League na gina omo de Barca na epre. Omo de Barca wo game. They also feel some bit million. But ade o ma bre hu omo wiase pa. When was the last time Real Madrid did Copa del Rey?
Look at this one Shadam Peo, multimedia unqualified player crack.
What I say? When was the last time? But this time around, when you bring Real Madrid, they walk up at the rail.
Because I know the answer.
I know the Sinota. Who the Sinota? I don't know money bre papa. Because they know that the Champions League, they will always find a way. In the league, I call Money Basa, and you know me and Tokwa, or more call winning the oversend you could oversend your Kuno. But Copa del Rey there, on person who secure bag no, at the 2 on no multimij, at the count. It's fancy, they are eager to win the treble.
they want to win it. This generation wants to make history with Real Madrid. Omu person mo try musu own story. It two pages we are say about one person betray one kasa life story. They want to do it and they want to do it in style. They don't want to be remembered as Real Madrid players or mobile on Belgium Champions League. They want to be remembered as Real Madrid players are this time around no on the boy no on when J treble at the Real Madrid. Adiomo person mo ya no. And then I really enjoyed and your mom ye. Real Sociedad no se bi be di o mate but Charlie. Eso timi fo timi wo rock our for abeti. Ye on tokwa bi won ma timi ku ababi a wadu no wan oblo no kra to kra enko. That is what Real Madrid showed yesterday and they showed class. Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid season no maboni nyina ma who said Diego Simeone ko tena press conference say almost season ni failure. No, Diego Simeone. So one you be a few with signings now why na is a failure. Per one kasa was standard ne baby a one kasa wa coach team we di o madru no. Oko trophyless it is unacceptable. Fancy on say abrabo no obodru baby now don who could do stage be now who failing your baby we term it as a failure. Diego Simeone obaye no una be break the duopoly between Real Madrid and Barcelona then na omogigi league na be GB. What be GG Europa League at us? What about Champions League finals? And then finals. But finally, on Nippon no show no Nippon no trophy na any dia because they come Madrid do na Real Madrid. It is a real as a Copa del Rey what free money. That be catch say unye failure. Diego Simeone ultimate top striker 95 million euros because as we fanchre. You've been a failure. That is why tonight ebema game no emoyeshe no. Me hu ni say all canna no by deep within. Onim say olusu sa trophy we a failure.
Be say wakacha boys no so mo born with or mo manhood.
But there is something that is much ready different by to be
Bansa for na ya we.
One different by tena de ba no. He ntokwa bia di kansi wo South America. Rafinha na Argentina for boys no.
Yeah. Also was what from me kakra bi.
Say monya na sere ne ha. Mo hu no for one wa ha.
So Rafinha be kompa.
Obe brutal. Because there's a certain level of agreement that the team said there be because for one no share Brazil na asifim. Now Giovanni Diego Simeone ne ba no Rodrigo Di Paul, Julian Alvarez, Molina, coach na kasa so ya Argentine. It goes beyond what we are going to see tonight between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid too. Rafinha, Brazil, and then Kofo Muntokwa in terms of Argentina for no. Game nim die. Fancy Atletico Madrid the ball home. Or not try some better basa Wontumi. Atletico for the try. Uyi league match here mo boy ya. Last hour almost show mo by 2-1 ye. Solot Echo pre boy 2 not they even when they win against Barcelona almost break.
Now to me share Barca 4-2 now 70th minute 20 more minutes to go no.
First bro in America so to me feel to me why be no as a Barca team me omo
na 2-0 and Ebeka 20 minutes now Barca better share
4-2
that was in the league.
Yes,
and in the Copa del Rey, you know 4-4
and a league in the first leg no almost share Barcelona 2-1.
Yeah,
it a feel na kasa no almost try so make close gap no league 1-1 Copa del Rey I draw fourth match in here. It's empire fancy. The quality Atletico Madrid won tonight, they will be very aggressive. Will Barcelona risk injuries for almost Champions League games? Because now Atletico Madrid has literally nothing to play for in the Champions League film. Atletico Madrid has nothing to play for in the league because I mean when you say league in the baby or more than Madrid for pace, ne Barca for pace no more con. Atletico Madrid can match it. Fancy. The only trophy I have bet mama Atletico Madrid this season omo timaji BBS omo na
any say Simeone ain't me any trophy onye failure
fancy why
I am Madrid in Barca
o fancy
ana ne kona no wadi o say onusum pie ye ne kona den time pie ye 2013 na de veya mo de no say no na ye ono a ana na no ya Suarez san akwa o san do mkoji league ebia na Barca and Madrid na shada nkwe that is in the league but no in the Champions League
they have been this for 100 years. No, they have been this.
The same coach ne take so much so so acho mo mpam no but ono ana because why adwuma.
Na adwuma to close the gap. One case watch omo. We closing gap in terms of competitive level.
No, two teams near fans
because Real Madrid no best sign player. And na ba say player 100 million 120 ne tonne. Now Real Madrid they sign Mbappe. O sign Julian Alvarez. And then Barcelona was Kabia sign Haaland, and our son will be the number. Oh, told you let Alvarez. Oh, so you look at Newman or more, you know, and the quality they could talk on her. And Atletico Madrid is some person Moshe Barcelona, or need these 3 players in form of free game. And no bit media shop, but they can Yamal. They are tossing you Pedri. Meba. One Yamal. They are tossing you Pedri. They are tossing me in Sa Paya, one or bomb. No. Body.
Another whole deal about
some conform me and some because Body need a proper ball career. It is Barcelona. It told them be some person will be too press now. What they do near some use one. Pedri the main can say because obe one was at the nano minim the nano they are the nano say the ball say bo no who be a Pedri di befa obetena na mo ho soro. Yaman also or a 1v1 monster. And I could not be done it no. And this Atletico Madrid they are known to be very aggressive and great on the ball and even off the ball. Someone trap police ama women you much here on bebre.
Man marking.
Someone trap police that is the only way because Obozone and the cry no.
Go for your mama ko.
Me say Obozone and the cry no. Me no need to zone and the cry no mo cry zone and ba say tete omo. And I just walk on the man marking and the buga no akonimu Jose Mourinho games be say first 5 minutes also to me announcing himself okonimu ba akona ye match card fancy game na ye
ready so I shot
game na ye won twabi won me tactical foul
ready the odia your ball on tissue
baba say who say Real Madrid go final the party fancy they will find a way to get to the final.
Won't count the Classico final or the Madrid derby.
Classico. And I would be
Barca for so him say so munya Classico final oh maybe.
The Classico. I feel we are when ya betimi nya Classico final or Champions League nya Classico final or Copa del Rey. Nya say nya between these
Kroma de hwebe kuma ko no. Because I feel Barca for no do Madrid for no.
Omo do for no. But first my for last story in fancy me check right. It is not easy to score 400 career goals. Romelu Lukaku.
Oh yeah.
Fancy. People laugh at his weakness.
400.
Yes.
400 career goals. That was
Lukaku.
The goal against AC Milan.
And the good screen is somehow in it.
Yeah, but una meji jakumia.
Say the tennis. Munyina mu mfane nyawe.
You see, wama kai statement be a penny will be catch me. Me teacher ni bi say they will laugh at your weakness, but you always will be remembered with your strength. Yes, in the first touch in here. Oh, na Lukaku ni straight. Na. But na ho den no. But let's run. Me hwemo asem ba ko bi emesre. Club bi a Lukaku abo ni wiase bi amom numbers apart from one club.
Chelsea dey no.
Ade na mutesa.
Ana Albion
kra dey so wa so da mo.
Napoli kra so na no wa 11 goals. Okay.
Ana make yi.
But maybe okoye fama pa inter Belgium national team, okay, send the national.
But Inter Milan
and Everton there. Everton a fama.
Blue be also ya pa for blue ba.
For them Ricardo ko fan ba.
Na ye kra na nya bad. The first season goals no say no.
Some mo kra na mo so wonya de.
Ye kra na me patcho e mo a.
Ha. Lukaku ba Man U.
Chelsea for.
Me say Man U fan tue no
Chelsea fans and mo man ko twa ni ti no. Yeah. Mo twa na ho den something. Mo man twa ni ti last time.
Man U for no Lukaku.
Chelsea wa kwa ba 2.
Ba mo do mo see Lukaku.
One pair.
No suggest no cry.
Na man Lukaku ko interview say the English media.
Mo you need now how the Rashford ko to ho.
Ba mo tete no kwa ba 2.
No man Rashford bo na
Lukaku wa kwa ba 2.
But Lukaku share 400.
Yeah, 400 career goals.
Wow. Only say strikers I can say bobo mudini o de tutu o hia mo bebredi o.
Mo bebredi.
O she da kasa wo ya de we ya strikers I use o mo so mo bebredi.
Omo ma she 400 plus center forward. So wetin makasa about Zlatan. Luis Suarez. Edison Cavani. Oh, sa class no. But o he Lukaku na omo ye bo mudin hype omo ba na eja wunu ato.
Na ya o ye say Kenya me so no kra. no crutch o hu obetumi agyae o team to say Madrid, Barca, Liverpool, Bayern Eddie Lukaku so lead team no
think Madrid team will Lukaku into main striker
and Inter will lead Inter the Champions League.
Inter no say Inter bought 2 strikers so on Lautaro na ebo nti na nyelo
no can say bia
me cut is a ball one striker
last time Oka say Mbappe needs a number 9 to function think Lukaku number 9 Lukaku on the left over my reference ya Lukumi na pay
Lukaku bet well do Madrid
obetimi aide
obetimi do Madrid 9
Monza fan na be
Lukaku le minya
na Monza ku coach no per target man
come ya dani brutal
you say here Lukaku
we are likely so be ko AC Milan next because the pressure Paratici Antonio Conte
pressure with Conte so the low striker with Bimbo
let's say Conte the league let's say Conte the league Inter Conte said that had that be easy o striker back we do
and more for the Conte in Manchester
Conte the na kuma
Conte man do be shoot
back be blow
couple brana yama to aso mefro o say Asamoah Luis say Lukaku dey Aputo nare on to strike here.
Now for the goals from strikers
for a battle between Barcelona. Okay, for a battle between Madrid, Atletico, Barcelona. If Atletico goes this season trophyless, it's not a failure because these teams that they are competing with. Now, Chesem Samona support Diego Simeone. Atletico Madrid should be careful they don't receive red card tonight. Whatever it is, Barcelona will win. Nedia and Sonona Ransford Odum at Dubai. Nana ABC Atletico have the materials in all departments to match Barcelona and Madrid. And it's a manager to me and title there or a failure. And here they are also the champion of jealousy. Fancy, I can't leave a day without watching you guys. Yeah, that's it. And I fancy, I tell you, that's more reason why they rested Rafinha against Girona. Okay, couple.
Fancy, Kosovo, a classic on the other as a basso.
Stop your mobile.
Any episode, indeed, your why? Or Bibia Firewall. You didn't come out fancy, and the courts now must so soon. District Court be no judge ama nti ye don sem ebe bon poli ene nso atreman issue no e hon komo e hwa ye be die na afie be rem na afie sports minister so sem Nigeria boxer na obi wa na alatafo na pipe lie e wo mu kru mo se omojo mu ni perfect Ghana ho nti e hon komo so ye be di ene de o show na Ghana League games e course weekend ni nyame adoma midweek e course na de e ba so ne ene ochina de hon sem ba ye rem sharak na ye ni komo kakra e be rem honorable sports minister and recreation or no na edano honorable Kofi Adams assembly ken or no eden sem kakra ba nra omo the release by no sports ministry no concerning about boxer or no ebe free mo e o Ghana ha I just say Bukum Arena Saturday ade be Sunday pepa ya Antony Blue kra or koneche gina ye ababeji blue e ho ane so twahwe ya ode e free mo a ye koka ho sem bebre na sports minister dey atoja say omo ebe hwehwem omo nya cover up bia nsem no de ekoye no omo hwe se de be ya nuama enso betima akoka man to omo set committee a omo de hwehwe sansem na ekoso so se de be ya ye nuana malata for Nigeria for no peri yo no a omo pe no omo nso ensa be ka free Ghana ye betie sports minister nsem a ode tudwa.
Well, we have only begun the process. We will need to institute a committee of a sort to go into what happened. I have assured all that nothing will be covered. We will ask all the questions that must be asked. We will speak to, and we hope that both the Nigerian side and the Ghanaian side will cooperate with the team that will be put in place to invest.
Sports minister Eritudra na Nigeria for no bofu a chese omo eye nuama bi ewo ye kan se krom ho na ase ombese omo Ghana for omo attack Ghanaians ne se Ghana for enim ho bi ana omo boxer no enso etimi efri mu a chese akofa nse mebredi aba na sports minister asemo de atudra se no Nigeria ni bi enu a enso attack Ghanaians se Ghana ni ana ma Nigeria boxer no ye enye sa na tie into obese enu an malata for no say attack bi enu a eso me de ko Ghana for so.
Well, first and foremost, clearly the death, as unfortunate as it is, was not caused by any Ghanaian. It wasn't an attack.
Okay.
So I don't expect Nigeria to say they would want to attack any Ghanaian. That I don't expect, because it wasn't like the boxer came and Ghanaian fans or somebody attacked him. The only issue at stake here is whether he was sanctioned by his authority to fight or not.
Okay.
And clearly, if you listen to all the narrations, including the message from his original coach, the boxer defied anybody stopping him from coming for the fight. And the coach said because he's an adult, he cannot.
Sports minister to Johannes, Nigeria for no. Yes, Olare Waju, our no air boxer will free mu, Kroma non summer air cost on Nigeria Kakra, area to Nigeria for Abutre, Oga, when Abutre, Bibia Sube, Premier League games, Echo Senra, midweek matches, no, you ever hear Gold Stars, Womachi Heart of Lions, a bomb, Camu, Momotekano, Emubako, Jumakasia, and a Corso, at the Momo, El Habrantia, friend Charles, Jamfi Kamara. Ono and winning man of the match gamer and of course Nessa Kamara Abajuma say Go Stars for beating run el home na no ashi o ma setting stage na say why fortress e dan obawa o mechiwa shell 12 games no o ma winning na draw 3 na say o mo boy juma 16 goals and o ma share no ma concede 4 ho na say o ma juma mo ball e wo ba bia na no e di e pa media man so any Basaka Holy Stars game no e course media ma share mienu ama Holy Stars o mo take no mo back na say game no ano e she Penra Branche Yusuf Mubarak MX penalty or this season no about 3 ashe the fourth one Enra ebaye ana omese na say Enra and also a different chess and penalty or say na get 3-1 editia coach Abdullah Ghazali na coach Ghazali so na Juma Hobo Newton wadamfo no coach Abdullah Ghazali 9 matches last 9 games awabono on far win or lose 6 and draw 3 na say the last 9 games no ano dey pa na Enra na say we be control to Facebook say so chade wa mass and we say so what you leave omu say o leave na adwuma no jai no cry and was I hope you took leave without pay at Amas. Return to your teaching job because coaching there is not your portion by Monday there na be asake no head wo de to there say akwabi enso ensem kakra troye em say we by na be asek be asa utim say basake no say team no say basake nti nti be asake na say kakra because Abdullah Ghazali the performance no for but after game no ebusa ne say even the last 3 games or win wa born on fire win betimi abma team no relegation abamu ana yentie nsem kakra ono attitude after say yewie game no.
Well, nobody want to be last position, but like I said, it depends upon the role that the task that you have been given. My task was to maintain the team in the Premier League, and that is what I cannot miss just right now and judge myself until the last game that we play in the league in 2024-2025 league. Until then, I cannot say I will judge myself or I'll rate myself. I'll leave it until we get there. But I know definitely with that 10 or 11 matches, we'll pick some points, and we'll put the points. Definitely we'll find ourselves in a good position where we will not be finding ourselves in
Kotoko any breakum Chelsea the game na no bad din pa na o share games na e woso na mame full fixtures na yeni nkomo kakra and na match no obenya ye kan say Kotoko any breakum Chelsea 3 p.m. Karela any Legon City say 3 Aduana any Young Apostles and so 3 Vision any Samates 3 and Dreams any Beach United and so 3 nyame adoma Thursday and a has and so Airborne Nations mame games are ye channel wiki mo aba TV so Ghana for any be action Kotokori breakup Chelsea game in there be live on TV now for watching House of Oak any nation so will be live on TV and no I said in my city and Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum on Kotoko readiness a coma fast ready for the game no or then some kaka to just a game we a worshiper say na Kotoko fast ready afa coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum actually
his players too. I think they have good players. You have Stephen Amankuna, I watched him play the last FA Cup quarters. Thank you, Stephen. We are very ready for the game on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, especially based on the fact that we are playing against one of the best sides in the league with good quality players. They have a good coach. They know what they do on the field. So we are very ready for them.
Yes, Omo I ready ntina all kasa no kasa fa bechem as a brekum Chelsea team no any kwama fa so ready e afa ana ode kakra e to dwado na coach e kasa e team no ni injury situation no Shadrack saying is it say players no obi ayo okay ahead of the game no so coach e kasa fa injury situation our camp on.
I think all the players are almost in abroad training with the team yesterday in our recovery training. He felt so good after we engaged him after the training. So I think gradually we are having everybody on board, and that will add a lot of depth in the squad. That will add a lot of competition for places in the starting lineup, which is good for the team. So for now, as technical staff, we are very happy that getting to the business aspect of the league, we are getting almost all our players in, so we are very happy.
Coach, injury situation or camp, another kakra to another big game chna and no nations or money house of work in the boy na coach Kasim Menga or the same kakra to draw on the captain Razak Simpson every game and obey part of the team against House of Work and I intend some coach Eddie Tuja.
You know, a national team player and captain of the team who is back. Definitely is going to be part of the team because his performance at the training is okay. So he justified to be part of the team. So.
And we saw a new face in the shape of Afari.
Yeah.
You give me the bill. How would you assess his performance during the game?
Oh, well, he did well. It's unfortunate. They gave him. He had a second yellow card for send off from them.
Get to Accra. I know best fancy. And tuba shit. Now I'm maintaining God. Ghana so the somehow. Tuba, maybe we will be a chow. I told Tuba she. Is it Tuba straight? No, so actually pa. And that's a bit and probably case no. The Madrid case no.
Tuba straight no na has a bomb game against nations. Ah, Tuba she.
And I make she pa. And that's a bit. So I know district court B. And I say, circuit court B. And I say. Poli case no ekoso oni nso acheman but ene ye say judge no na onya available nto ma Jenny case no e de ko 5th May 2025 year you minti 5th May and e be satna so nze wo April to the next month May na say na second na akawa be 1 month time asemo court Ghana court yana ba be ne dem rasem nti ye hwe so on the 5th May no yeah oh there be David, because assembly entry David, no dear. David entry it's a na me aduma on the 5th May and a case no they sign David hey Manu crowd here ko watch akra 5th May and I was at na case no so it's a for we the amania modest man no na me dey abebom no dey course osunya no and ma be kan tietifo ye dey besi na abidafo nso abem na o ma beto aso efenemo has any nations no tuba astrotef no so chima atara so be shipa
pa nations nso asawe o mo ha adwen o
ane o mo ha adwen
this is na sa hode no wa we crash at home
tie be he said no ma besi akọ
watara be baby ana
oh watara training na ye course no ehu has training no more year camp no fancy watara bobe 3 goals amane no
against
nations Jimmy D training na ma hu say all year one the boys no
nations here
oh nations say homo yi ne ye hu but watara no na ebohu
ma wa mo be access mo 3
adwuma wo ye no na goalkeeper no kra ye say de ayi no Benjamin Asare ball no training no kra ball ntoneto hey is it fancy training no that's any at the game you know because training no more you know no way
is what to me kwako mponano ho no asasa boys nzo omumra po no a you know be say po no 120 by saying tire mu mami una ayi coach yes say no wasa biem half account hey and your ball you hey Benjamin too much is it the goalie no Ghana number 1 and that's 20 Benjamin Asare kudos obo adwuma ye tawachi ye dane yes nya asem geto akra o de china me kwa fan video na ba watara tatis fancy ba vesi ai e mo shi goalkeeper no bo adwuma ye mo na ba so
okay wo new yamra so
na Ghana Premier League games bebre baso bi so ekoso nra ye hwehwe bia mediama ene basaka game no ama Ghazali ho akire ne pa that before the other day na make say as young as he is, he's really coming thick and fast, and that bibia all year our Ghana football mu bia no on share ni ye na on yamani si so say bia on me offend bia yo after koto game no ne mediama be boy let's say oh bokoto kwa ba mediama na just say pressure na yedi watumu but Ghazali to aswa was also akolusu game no I think the Biameka how I Ghana Premier League na kwa you know o want director bia ho betro mediama at the beginning of the season baby o performance da o mo try say on be ma akapo ni boja white coach na mo yi na gino abeko now omama coach Tanko ababe share no they haven't gotten it as they really wished, but coach Tanko yana famudi nyina for the first time in about 3 games Mubarak Yusuf SA penalty edema mediama for bad aside the penalty no okọ mediama the performance order na dino so ni na she nkran de mediama for pa you look okoko to a team one already central defenders bebre wo no more Michaelenu or Emmanuel Kujomo Nuruddin Abdullahi Bob Blaster no more so squad no but Mubarak a boy Ramediama defense in more ka most consistent players second round we Ghana Premier League no amoma Mubarak and Mediama team no oka ho na magene say Mediama enye bibi na Chris Cross o mo a yaka top form komoyi na kan ye ball mo susudi but it hasn't been the case. Go Stars and then Heart of Lions game you know me share ya Heart of Lions with Timo Bash with team Bash with
team be our own and inside the team
and na yala mekano Bash apart from Sababona Basso he's been one of the four told coaches at what your league num uyi atete atempo for no Obobo Bashir for Dini account he's won the league with Kumasi Atletico built one of the formidable sides Emma Krobia one in the one of Heart of Lions last season a card ya the Casamoa and Kodomo relegation. It has been very different this season.
Was good, solid.
As God, he was super. So Bash, and I'm sure I know actually cool heart. Now, or then I want to say, hey, coaching. We're too quiet, so he's been in the job for a long time. Now, how a second round, second half for a 10 game, my GM said, Go Stars, and yet changes. I'm a Philip for I'm a free, so I try my share right back, baby, and a bright air bonwa. Let's make catch us Heart of Lions, come back to Mokarina. And even after some more tea, a can of yo, Heart of Lions, Bobo, Bobo. This is him a catcher. One of the best performing goalkeepers, Lorenzo say. Goalkeeper now them Heart of Lions no say Benjamin aside for us folk and experience na or one move bra form and kasa na e kan e come the Emmanuel Kobi na Lorenzo say me dey be compete Benjamin Asare but panemu ni bibia no o wayi it Benjamin Asare dey o na ba che
o hayo dey
me mama
na fe o kan anu e dey ba dey ananya sa na e
fa panemu ni bibia wa ba che Padmoni bibia obatwe eti Benjamin Asare obatwe ese yi Emmanuel Kobi ne Lorenzo say
o se penini hwe kwa no oba ya che
anya batwe
oba che
no mai na batwe no
eti de yem kwa ni
eti so bia kana batwe o
yem kwa ni
okay eti Benjamin Asare obatwe ese Emmanuel Kobi ya and I feel say Lorenzo say any Heart of Lions and no my Gold Stars a chase for their money. Gold Stars and Kotoko are clear say league no ya come on me say nations et me any has folk f so na Ebeme de pa. Ebeme de because has folk on to win G League, but obeha nations kwa. But the nations person mo has folk na me catch nations. Second half no, only first half. The last 20 minutes, if they want to score even 3 goals, they can score. Yes, Coach Amankwa show no test me
after 70 years.
I am telling Coach Amankwa, he's my godfather. On one of them comedy man. But the last 20 minutes, Coach Kasim Mengo there. Yes, Mesha has folk against Bechem. Kofi Tompo
catch Coach Amankwa, but then Watara.
Coach Amankwa only there. I'm a godfather, even though I assistant. Yes,
okay.
And they in person, they me catch no. One day I'm a super father. Only Coach Michael saying that me ko bibiani. Wow. No medium for fan. No catch medium for say so. Munya me African babo. No sabe farming. To already we true and true. Me personal person. But last 20 minutes of the game against Nations. Me do nyame enye has dia. Nations. I don't buy house last 20. We are here. Game na babo next month. No akasa me keka no kwa. And me come based on the games am share. Me share house against Beche. Me share house against Bibiani Gold Stars. The last 20 minutes, you know. Omo crack it down. Omo from asa. Omo bibiasa. It has first minute, you know. So much be sustaining nations are in real. And some of 2 nations the last 20. Other than that, almost nations 2 nation Baba take the last 20 minutes. Hey, keep my words here. Mr. Masha has and Masha nations this season. You rightfully said say nations are fee or more away from now year.
Yeah.
I'm away from now year. And Masha has too many Dino. What is has not the best defensive side or a league? The best defensive side this season I can say is Timony defense here Juma. Oh check your stats now. Has another best defense. I'm gonna summarize. After 23 round of fixtures, I'm consider 13 goals. 13 goals. Better than goal stats record kono da soro no. Better than Heart of Lions no there that third name. House of Folk have conceded just 13 goals.
It's a defensively.
I'm solid.
Nemu no na.
And nemu no want me share. It is a defense ni
jiremwa. It balancing ya. Ka has dash ro baby o.
Holding command baby o. It is defense no be hold the game no kosi baby. But baby chrono is around the 70th 65th minute. Nations will take over. And I am talking as a technical man. So game ne koswa e to be a wo hwe bench de sesa wo ye. Baby I drew say first game management. Why na we na fi? Tambe na sesa we ni fi. Na de odini come na djuma be na okwakoye. Area be na okwakoye say djuma ne de ma. We nyina piece by piece for the game management. Nations will hold down Has Folk in the last 20 minutes. Say Has pese onya bibi free game we mu a the first half. Me asman pese me catch Has Folk no. Meaning so man break akra me fa. So other games no so e ba so Shadrack Mami we no. Ghana Premier League no. O say nation o we are dey na critically a. O ka game say me dey my born ready na we Kotoko Brekum Chelsea. Look at this game. The reverse encounter of this game no Kotoko ne ba take kind of second half no okay. Zakaria Fuseni. But later in the game no say 10 a. One thing I make about Brekum Chelsea and Kotoko game no say o me no 2 games on bebo ba ko e wo FA Cup no so okay FA Cup o me no bekum na bebo but e be pay 50-50
yeah na be pay no
se Kotoko pe FA Cup no a obenya
bo pe league no
so obenya
ontimi nya na me
ba se Kotoko hye bekum Chelsea league no asa akɔhye na FA Cup no de me amete ayi nyesa na me ho no nyesa na me ho no se Kotoko we ni bekum Chelsea na on count FA Cup and out
adentia.
Look, Brekum Chelsea has been one of the teams that already Kotoko boy more than Bodu. More than pa. Na league no so aye bona fi no aka be 4 games na league na decided. It is a Kotoko Sheno league ibu no nya babi gina some board baji league no. And we coaches any FA Cup no bobo ni ye pa Dr. Okum kan press conference so tie ya. Obobo de ni o credit no. Meaning say me amete me catch say board hu against Oguma. Any kwa so ojimachi because onu amu Ogum ni jitu mu. 2 games ni Wontumi share Dr. Ogum. Sorry, Wontumi share Bodu.
The 2 matches.
2 matches Wontumi share Bodu. Bodu not even allow that. Anything say Dr. Ogum critically until they all pay. So per league no person general Africa ni yedia. And your man ho de nyina no fanhye. Na do FA Cup ra. Amfa bia second string kon boy no. Yaw. Say so my way fan ho so dia. Some Bodu on share Dr. Ogum twice and fan to aso. The cracking point will be between these 2 games.
So their own channel to say matches from my boy twam.
There be
I will fan say ene ana the FA Cup semi-final games. And our fan, no.
Yes.
Out of the 2 games.
After the 2, no. Baku Ewedia. But none of the 2 coaches in the place will be lucid at Waso. And especially some of Bodu and then the FA Cup.
Okay, so the same message now since the Akuma Bodu says, and also pay league now on Shebat FA Cup or on Tremano.
No way. 2 games in the Baku we need to. Nina Kobako and Danzim. I am better.
Peace and so.
Well, let's see. It's football. Let's see. The other games in the I say yeah, should I say bro. So Karela, Legon Cities, 2 stragglers. Karela really want to survive the league. Legon Cities Emma Amu coach Koye. Amu Saki coach Brunino Kofa, coach a champion from Adriana Baye. Amu changing fortunes. But Amu Jai Amu best player in the second round Namaneko in Emmanuel Janfio Kenya. Akojiska. And the kind of Juma Franka Koto the captain, why you with team Numuno? Say Legon City's eco relegation affair. I am saying say Franco Kutubenya contract. Kanuniano. Unimno pa ani unimno. He's Tolowat. He's the captain. He's the main organizer. Our ball gold and a chair for bowling or ball left or ball right backs or ball central defense. Only no ball 6 Franco Kutubesa abo. Me my friend on abo. Ashgold your squad no. He's the only player on Casa. But so basically in the forget it. My friend on Abulakutu on our bole go and from last year they about Manco relegation a few Sasu Jinam and when key players be about Beckham. I'm gonna Karela and Airbo. Now by be a Karela for a host to game Nintino. I'll be going for Karela. Adriana and young apostles, Adriana Basha young apostles, Adriana Faja. Adriana for just second round, I really see say young apostles form near good me, but young apostles that not surprise me. At the beginning of the season, I said it's on the relegation, but yeah, it's really changed. Young apostles are performing here, and even they have one striker on one of the best goals it has for this season. That's Caesar kick, okay, game no cost so winchi. So Adriana and young apostles make up for double chance for Adriana. Yeah, bono or dominanti, double chance for Adriana. Vision Samates make up for double chance. And a dreams and a bichim. Oh, tuba, a tough game we yaw. Bichim away, bichim. And you game we reverse and no man corner 3 points in a man. We know. Yeah, mommy fat big games in Siena Kumia.
Okay.
And take over.
Yes, fancy. Bechem Diana na Mesha Sef, you're going to the 10th best away side in the league. 10th best away side. That means that near a dear Broso and performances near who be brave. Or more fear no more thing. Because if you know, I'm going to the 2nd best home team after baby any Gold Stars. And no check results on when you're this year now. Obedient to me for born to Martin Mofi. Nice and what they know was so powerful against Dreams FC. Ni baby at Dreams FC. Don't know what Dreams FC wants to do in there. Fancy one game very very difficult. The Ama between United say away. Obit me aqua in that particular game. Now I really enjoyed Kofi Tompu. The first time I had Brandt on the pitch. No. I brought money Brukum Chelsea boy and fancy Unibobo. Pa. Now Utie coach dance was some now walk na Kofi Tompu the area kakra na ebobo no. And yes, I are CB or Yare for one or the Bobo Debbie. I said, no, what to do, Nicacra. No money push here, try us, or Mudini Bejin, Mamma Nabo. It's not against Chelsea, no to move body language, you know. It's look at Kraba, he's the ultimate playmaker you love to have your team. Slim, on very aggressive, but the passes very solid. And I think they are also going to miss the services of Ano. Because nobody to me said the game against Bekum Chelsea, no a key part of the team. Alo Kupra earlier on, it's a moment be say kakra. It became quite depleted with injury situations in the illness kakra or camp. But let's see how on but Dreams FC will feel it dear. Abdul Karim Zito, he will take the points. An experienced manager who knows what he's doing, and Nijume will beat my baby Diama Dreams FC no a conkai pa. Oh, this game need the free one ma. Vision for now and careful a relegation in okay on their door. Relegation and okay on their door. And they will need to get results as soon as possible. But Omobo Ofi, Mete Baba Karela team no. Coach Abdul no reading in Semna Walker. Karela team no ego. Now no game money golden kicks boy, and I was asking myself, say, Omo a Premier League team ba. Overall performances poor, and Omo lack quality. And me to me say quality na affect Omo performances on the pitch. Fancy goes, no reading on your bad coach. You heard the Kim Facer. I know a league winner or Samatex. So to come to Karela no, many say coaches were more near maybe to the BNK ye there, but we Karela team Nankasana they lack quality. I doubt against Legon Cities.
Yeah, for no Kasim say you can have everything, but environment, so an environment at Karela too.
I don't know about investing your money.
Fancy almost per striker when you be to doing the transfer window. Almost players almost per crown, almost never crown or matter. Almost never crown or matter. Issues baby, and I have it on record and on video. I continue reading complaining about that. Say, almost lack options. They don't even have a proper center forward. Almost Chromankasa and Legon City's born. Baby, almost done any born or more bono a boy bra. Because Legon City so almost game no more born a pana. Or even on a day they are not supposed to lose. Can almost a one mistake normal, but almost born a pa. They play so well. So sometimes I wonder maybe I'm more done any performances, you know, and they can do something against Karela away. Fancy, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to make for 1 point to away. Free Karela hold the bar. To that game, the Vision FC in Samatex double chance for a Vision FC will face they will laugh. Samatex are more than was throw their bat. Or more this season, as a result, they've been inconsistent. But me focus Bewo House of Folk game the so. Any Koroko game the so. Shadie House of Folk team in a 4-1-4-1 formation. Where Theophilus Collins in the boy as the sole defensive midfielder. House of Folk normally suffers. Said the opponents don't more money very quick in their transitions. Because you're slower, House of Folk me regrouping them. Abraham Lusu ball. But some way quick and faster. House of Folk break a crack. It games a House of Folk be Lusubiana and Nam that side they suffer a little bit. But my Nations FC team it is built on a proper spine with experience. Shadi Razak sense ni some was for no enye better sir. You was for obechim oba nation say who how consistent he has been. Razak Simpson, Black Stars player, solid player. The experience of Christopher Neti. Because Neti ni kwame watching about 2 and 3. Otto Gripman from Olympics no omo moving in the bar central defensive midfield role normally a center back. Because Olympics no more call with the 3 back now. Otto Gripman the ball as part of the 3 center back or set me ball as a right back. Actual positions ni no to group and bit my ball. But how no you soon as a defensive midfielder alongside Prince Bedu.
Chidi any more year chiro.
Oko Gripman. Almost about Prince Bedu. Then face at Chawutebe Jina any more the amomo. Then one guy be Sadi Kalasa. Another solid player.
Only Wow Stars.
Energy League. And only Bob Papa. It is a midfield way no more packet the mawa because Prince Bedu is very aggressive. Prince Bedu quite was say free Brema here. Both division 2 ni division 1 and only opportunity in Remo Nations FC. Ama former Wafa striker Richard Danso.
What dine a
pampem no. Or no face at Chauti. Fancy on be due to Mobruta. Anna Emmanuel no. Proper front 3. Proper front 3. House of Folk. Minim se kono do ya don bae no. Afama no. First na enye, but he has really improved. Ono says be. But my problem in na 4-1-4-1 for House of Folk no. Omo lusu ball na. Trust you me. Richard Danso. Face at Chaute. Emmanuel no. Pace, finishing, quality. I wouldn't be surprised in Nations FC at least almost go the House of Folk and some kunya 1 pointer and Yamawa.
Yes, it hasn't been far in.
Game in the win the 50-50 SM. And they have a very good coach. And away from no so almost said na Newton a cash as here. That way from has to be very, very careful. I almost said to no more rougher because more stamina, more uncla, more body ball.
House give me a home.
Oh yes, fancy that. Go Nations quality, and your quality get to Nations for quality. And yes, money quality, or more quality.
Lose. Pressure the coach.
Nations are lose games. Pressure one so pa. Kasim go need. Okay? Korokoso ye mistake, almost be facing the same problem a House of Folks be facing with their high line and quick transition. Jonah Tuku and Stephen Amankona. Lightning speed.
I know say player biana so banner or sankwa. As of so on true, baby, ni a longer than or the man.
Fancy, and your mommy and son, I know about this Brekum Chelsea team in Newton. One, I'm very aggressive.
Why is that
man? stick it to rings on Kwanzaa.
Fancy, born mama who's or mobono. The entire make us and the men who's or more touchline and go be braino. I'm a Konani Jonatuquino. Any or very aggressive. Anna or very quick in their transitions. Anna or Munina boss on check 1-2. Or 1-2 no more you were from. Or Muni Bechim, no sound your mammy and son in the Timitra. And against Kotoko high line. Ogum principles, no, he won't go against it.
So, boom.
What's the mention as no? Korokobako Island, not 2 and 3, no. Ajete. And a Patrick Sedu. Patrick Sedu ni Jonatuque battle, no, person Hebako. And Ajete. So, ne Steven Amankona. And also, another one. Se Kotoko Timitrias, Uncle Phony no Kotoko will have a chance in this game. First of all, for 1 point. They toss me, no. Zakaria Fuseni. And the Koroko strikers na be hu omo ne de. Koroko strikers na also madwuma na kosoro chain de hu omo no. Hwe Ajete nim cross ne bo papa. Obi okofa Ajete de ne bre Kotoko bia no ama de ba akopa. Aside ball na kasa onim bo no. Newton. Se ball ne corner se yanka se yan cross ball na yan set piece Ajete is solid. But the movement of Kotoko strikers within the penalty box is where the problem lies. Omutima bo crosses na ba you say na Ajete ne Patrick Sedu na bo mo crosses no mo apem mo made wu because two ni target na ko akira na train na be pem train no so bo na Ajete no so abepem wo akiri but the two center forwards no amwa Kwame Poku ball ni nko wiem no we ni nam ha na we ni nam ha. It is a career of Hussein Betima or holiday no I relax it ko cross ni be ba na na kopem. It is a normal way any key battles are measure from this game. But Koroko winning this game, no. Assembly no. And so Koroko Timisha Brukum Chelsea, Sako Shomo FA Cup in there. Then Koroko season need to win the double, a double, and one year back confirm any some budget. But Samobo do a bent on. Say, so 2 games we at West, Koroko Befa 1, no Befa 1.
There's only Newton, more share the same.
That is it. Because one, Samobodu nye coach a better sa. No be na SCC na amane kofom. We head o media team no. Na head o be has. Na head o Ibrahim SCC. We solid coach oni madwuma. Enye better sa. And also quality players at Ibrahim Chelsea.
Big games so ball.
Only big games so ball. He can play to the occasion. Ono the show pere abeno eti Koroko we need to do much more left but bon so among se Koroko bono fancy and yes petty trimude bi na boys in team Kotoko should be winning the double. Koroko for in bono bo pa
a master na
team ne okuto mo ne bono mo bono enye trimude. They should be winning. They should be winning the double. I've seen something different about Koroko team win aside the quality and no more creative chances here no more on the pitch. They are very aggressive nowadays. Now no justice Blake kamu jana ko be ku bi park ne so. Very aggressive. And a boys no say ni brebina. They don't lose balls easily. By a petty as a trimude obo game na ref no. And there's competition within the team now, and they are lucky to have their injured players coming back. Peter Miduaba, Joseph Ablo, Eba, and Bona Michael Sefer Bono. Ablo Edumaye. Sefana slotted in easily. Lord Amo no so ba beto Ajete ni so. Ajete ni so as slotted in easily. Baba Yayane Emmanuel Ntwi play number 10 position no. Abet Amwa Kwame Poku. Senior managers is bleeding and Kanasem. But Kodoko biggest test and the FA Cup. So Mutimi trust out 2 years we are trust you me Kodoko win the double. The time make up the Chelsea na Samobodu asa. Who is Samobodu in this inch? Nothing is there. Fancy, aside from the Ghana Premier League games, you have 2 Accra Sports Stadium.
Minister Kama yet as you say Omodi by Black Stars on Stadium. And
the amount of money now parliament approve say yemfanye sports ho adwuma any nchichemu ewom say de bi be infrastructures no obetima correct I've not heard anything about Babaya. So what we be say about allocate is can be the amount Babaya for renovation here Mama Sonte. But me ametiye I've not heard it. Minti you know nene mesre Ashanti regional minister she na no be hwe koroko game meboa ebe ji nani emiye ntwen e makoroko qualify for Africa ansa no watu anamon epushi sis kan efa bi me ha adwuma line akotoko so namu no all things being equal koroko amo confederations are koroko bobo Champions League line na namu no aside eno kra no baby ani ebetima qualify for Champions League Brekum Chelsea ebetima qualify for CAF Confederations Cup. You heard the likelihood of some of these things. Iti baby ani for no betu kwa konkra na akobo. Brekum Chelsea betu kwa free Brekum na akobo.
Me sure say baba ya beben.
Koroko betu kwa na akobo. Honorable Minister Wadaroma minimso onuma doso ka football and sports crowd yen Kenya day Kenya there was a your priority but member the enti am ebo odini say odo wanu tumu bia ebeboa iti the esre ne say ka fo wanu tumu bi dig deep for us the allocation to help Baba Sports Stadium no ka omo allocate scan bi no mo fanye. It is not all about Black Stars. Your Africa ko your clubs no qualifier they will play and proximity a key. Proximity a key. Wadaruma. Na mon share a more being qualifier and Sanya become wasem. Niakase, I think you better what you
renovations now. Most of my renovations.
Maybe share them who renovations there were stadium.
Because it's too for months.
Too for
renovations. Until for the last bear for.
Why, but yeah, that
one. We are technical people.
You know, so boy conditions. Boss, I can.
A box, I can. But money and say for any joy. Kaboom, yeah, and your Madrid condition. Babu Hobe wanted to play the Africa there. Me, I'm saying it. Say, what the Brekum Chelsea crown baby any good stars. So I don't think if Koroko should qualify for the Africa honorable, Koroko will have to play outside Kumasi. No, because Omukoko near her. Koroko near her.
Omukoko was so much invest or pitch no.
Yes.
I mean, who said you're pitch in the city?
Who said you're pitch in the city here?
Now, send a Koroko to me invest one, so I have someone to invest for.
Me invest, but on say, are they a national property? Won't mean 50 for
Wolf. That one day.
Enquire. Aha, won't mean 50 per copy. Aha, so do man so.
2 months, I said, my head man so. Front lighting on, car for the bar last time, I said, and drew range, you know, I the bought international ball, front lighting on.
It's an unbearable for front now.
Some change Bob's, you know. Element so much, you know, what about last year? You can't want someone. I was sad about even the tough surface, you know, and get of the best. And my injuries be brave to place, you know. I'm gonna buy. And no one matter must take catch a minister and say, I must pause infrastructures in here, upliftment. Okay, so to must patent Baumia, this uncommon last year. And even be brave, this is a change of Babayara. A lot. But I don't know, say common plans one as common. They've been changing it. Yeah, this stadium here that way. So because and do level like Yasha, me meaning panel ebe kontokwa. But the reality is say, here near money be brave. Yeah, near buy ka washroom near you. Come for the buy. Me ya say nya letter be into so. Bullet in almost about 10 to 15 points. And you must say yeah the change buyera. I want to buy. But so once I come here crazy basabre esaki abom pressure free a chede bakra kotokoji league no akobo akra sponsor man aso akobo hefa oje FA Cup akobo akra na aso akobo hefa and car from ran so aka kire say fans say we mediema na wontimi mo venue ho no ba bi anipa no ba bakwa akosi no it shouldn't be more than a distance of 250 kilometers. It is a kotoko ebe born no kobo akra distance ben ye ka ho asem e wa bro wo Baba Yara e wo Premper the first international airport walk. Aye, see direct. We just need Babayara and nothing more.
1.3 Kumasi to baby any how many
go stars so come.
No, because the bear almost supporters in the
what I say and Bekum so ne na fino betwam akonkan na baby no so twam konkan honorable wadaroma we dey yenim se enye odwumadi e priority anase wo se gina so but for no to mubi wadaroma honorable Dr. Mwakohene Ashanti Regional Minister adesrede and they to anim say scan on more allocation for stadium renovations, you know. Let them look at Babayara.
No more much
because
this kind
of
team
say faha.
Meza much say bia we dey bia game no
the only where I've heard about renovation in baby omudiske kwakoshe Accra. That is where I've heard. I was emphatic with that.
And say bia Kumasi count the unyan
Mintere. That is why I make us say this ready to Mintere one minister. So the one also betum big kakra, and I've also done consultations with and penny for more NSC so kakra didn't come. Now here Ashanti and Baba and I say ye ni kakra.
Yeah, comments on drawn no.
Said it's going to be cool. It's ever been cool. I'm just giving them yes. Or more reminder because in here too many yet that's about okay train wa brankese. Ya tumu blast about okay train wa brankese. No more than futremu. And I'm one who's a video. No.
Let's not complaining.
Abranka said to me, Sama, why are Isn't this big insult to your assassination? Abranka said, Dr. Kwame Jet me, and Diana, about do love right me, whole training my car for you as one person. Yo, now, oh, yeah, one story we saw on a Nigerian boxer, no say Nigeria for no attack Ghana for near the other day. Sense and some way, and sebe, who been here. Or more video no how mon fambra. Some box shaby. But men on your hop here, but be here a medical field, you know. What will you say about division 2? Akomia Campasa Kumia Transi, your body division 2. I assume but some American in here. Your body division 2, your body division 1, your body premier. Yow, or be prato field, and so I'll say any my box to be so kukru.
I must say, name.
Ada owns a box I need you.
And you know, dear, no. It's in Canada to me. I revive.
So, but Yashi, I'm very sustainable. Whatever happened, your who boxes are a free move or ringing and your who boxes so are. Or let me revive you, or let me resuscitate your mama Masaba back. But me for way so your 2-year football no full. Say, it's in Canada and Kumui. Oh, we work up prayer. Or let me resuscitate. And no next seminar. Resuscitation starts from this process. And a bassa, oh,
said you see if done on
technical. Na me for
minute the touch man said it's
to the obemi na panta na enche obemi na panta na mia na draw na kakra said be on ka ne sinisi
just almost a medical personnel na
omu get train omo
anyina na okofo anyina na body language ni nyo
etika referee say kofu bibi
na wasa ka referee ni hu anyina
how I emre
anyina no emre
wo mo me nya me ni easy paint for nwie mo eye
me the 2-year football no for yaw that could be see we division 2 1 premier but you go so empire
oh penny brain now feel real quick yeah nwie ba be fam course no enche bia but me an easy paint and pen for so enkasa na fe aye hu paint papa no e wo dwa so penny say bia fine there
already adom now so
okay nyame ado bia fine wo aye ye di nkomo endrachi enokre and so easy paint boy nkomo e
bacho edin chia kese ebe ma ya tie for na ahwe for etie big show is so big platform is so was last week na and then 3 days about show
Monday no
na me catch us calls me director so sorry na yes they say they no wa no wa ebe yedwuma kosi pintu ehun dawdo ne ebo yaw iska ho de
oh yeah
nyame bo not me nya one room bisia e said the ode be ye dana ma dana ye fe easy waterproof paint because you can waterproof ade a won show ya yaw enti adansi di amanfo di enu nti ne ye ba Kumasi ya adwen say if in cry bad ya Wontumi TV Wontumi radio ne beba because ana adofo ne watifo nyina tie though it's a very big platform na meka jembo say ha ya ne beba so say she bebe Kumasi ba ha ya ne say beba because me mo no me ofan oh one can na me tie o me help enti de ya kan da wi say ye paint ezo ya o 3-in-1 prekope me sana me frɛ no utimi di say udan nyunu pa say na ye run to brim and continue ye nia bra ye boda Europa because we are in a rainy season where this is the time ye be hu dan e fɛ ne dan e tan because say udan so nyunu a say bu nia sumdwe kra ofie
obi beje odan na odan ne nya o se obehwe dan no bi emu 1 2 asie nyina pro o se me kwaba edan o meje dan ne bi mu enti na de ye ka che Ghana mine asante mine say odan na si nyina pro so they also see about them yaw wa gen kwaba eno an easy waterproof paint
enti say nsuo no be fa walls no ho ana say
nsuo no nam blocks na free roof o de beto easy waterproof paint fako painti roof ni na so den ko pada na so
to say ye can say chancing no
say ye concrete house
afro na omo bosso
no
obetimi a painting chancing so
kama color bia opebia emfedi that's one of get to Dubai hu on say get to Dubai painting red blue green esro no easy waterproof paint on there on say emfedi nya we
okay so to roof no cry
na white
any color we paint so
na wanya color
aba bia ntokro bia
na echechia ehun ya so be ma carpenter akra ka say okoton chance for be padan so okay that is the secret
tinya just normal paint
debi enu ti na make just onchiri si onchewia eye 3 in 1 then secondly unso bi oba ko je dan na ne dan odem no asie nyina afọ address sense obi ni dem o 10 cent la bosia no obi go aba ne nje otimi fa ne run dem the solution today easy waterproof paint na ye one kind abeka junction we dey do PCFM animu a na dey na bayira we dey jira PCFM animu a na dial numbers we na free factory numbers na o wa mono ni na utie ana o he ya +233 na o dey be dika ye code no about 243
243
no about 70 no about 76 no about 96 this is BM so Ghana ha na utie from man baby biara wo Ghana ha about 0243 no about 70 no about 76 no about 96 where your factory number directly I'm up for a mouth of baby to why they are answering all the calls and I'm pick the nearby outlets ebi wo the nearby shop ebi wo the nearby area ha kwa benya bi wo there's a factory so na person de bra do bi abeto bi aso de bebre wo do bi abeto bi ara de bebre wo anase bi abeso sales agent anase rob na abeso ton paint ni bia oni penifo kasa wo this number they will able to link you up and give you whatever that you want
okay
eti yenim de ye ka enu nti na ya na manfo so romu ti media na ho so ho chance no so obi o say color no so I like that on paint so mo paint so ti say they waje dan ya wakoje sing room a paint mo no it we see all the leakages in the room on the roof
wow
o say na paint na enwa so and anya paint esa pa o and anya paint bi all the ho ko trade down ho an obi pia say twen ho na be your atade mo no this is a special painter o any expiring date as I'm speaking you we mienu sifie for the past 4 years senetianity on we dan no anyway on obi dan
okay so obi next way no from
the roof
sheet na nkasa
na back ayida tie nje na na say talazo ay reference say
plywood no
and na say pop no ne so ni na say be dan we behind
see the attack and ceiling no
that is it we no na ko solve roof problem na ma because what you menya sika no to blocks no what share blocks to ade papa fa wie dan na preko wow o de o dan ni nyuna ai obi dan esi wrem we no e said dan completely
we no nsuo na
no num walls no I will mbese me chere nti bia e ka bia se na e dance die na e bisa
paint
ni di paint ya absorb debi and draw hu se biem eno num nsuo ni nyina fi walls no eno no unim how to apply abeto a obe use no wrongly the ochi ni say oye kratwefo ono mpe paint so better no so and also obi better ono so better obi so
enti many can paint o dan
na me when you fresh building and I will stop
yen fa paint en
kan no come and buy easy water.
Now for be a painting if
and no the other say we painting dada. Who say we did different painting and painting walls na dada. Obe screedy wall ni nyina, obe rare painting ni nyina so rare ni nyina.
Wow.
Yes. Na so rare round so rare we are dust be bad no.
Yes.
Baby to tukuru. We the dust down with a towel. No, so my paint and dust down nyina. Then you apply the full bucket paint no be chemienu. No, the come on the first coat, very lighter. Na then say unsan to dem for na dey mix it. Yaw. Your body is so ya na dey mix it.
And we no
so na dey mix it. Unsan go to, we say paint be auto. Just also go to be na dey mix it.
Yeah.
We dey yin so na dey mix it. Now dey mix it here. Na half na ka back do mix it no. Obedi come my walls no first coat. No we just to 24 hours. Then the next day, that's where you are now going to apply the paint you want to paint. It's at that time the first coat that's so walls no, a sub blocks no. Tamai. And it's me sorry, remember what they are dancing and near my TF what to say. I'm for to make out to me if I can take good. and this is the time I'm going to prove to people say it will say we are in a rainy season obi kenten who will be who the easy paint here mu kwadia betimi da senso mara yi
kenten
oh yes maybe more who say me ba me kenten from Accra enuni
so kenten na ya nwene no
ya nwene ni
enye so we be say glue
Debbie they become man white paint is
it waterproof white
paint even na man blue.
Yes. So say na chinti e ma tokro bia me dem.
Debbie u dem be ya che say so no likia that is a tokro dem. I've been using this basket for months.
Enti enho no enye say bia mo de super glue.
Debbie na super glue go better than Debbie easy waterproof paint and white. E bia na man of blue. Eno ni. Enti we dey show be gum.
Hwegum ne.
E bia na me boa, e bia na de be likia. Na wa catch we tea for no ahwefo. Enti ya experiment nya be stream am to me can factory numbers no. E wo 0243 70 76 96. Who am I be say aseda. Iso na me dey guma me dan kenten you. Ya we dey me da maka. But ehi aya ba bi likia catch we tea for ni ni. Enti we kenten we da jeje me ban gonzo. This is a full basket too. Ya me boa ka bi afem ma me bia ma me fam nsan tum na me mo nso ni bi na ho so na tell me no ehin pa saka sabro studio self lade
kenten e dia ko nso
no